We are live. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Well, hello and welcome. I am Ronky, your GM, and joining me today in order of their character avatars, we have Nosh, FX Engineer, Geigerman, and Rigel Kent. Actually, I should say Gigerman. Today we embark on our Star Wars campaign titled Vanguard, using the very awesome and versatile GURPS system by Steve Jackson Games. Not everyone can watch the live stream, but worry not, our sessions are available on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. You can find the links in the video description. If you find our content appealing and engaging, we kindly request that you show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our Twitch and YouTube channels. Before we dive into the action, does anyone have any character business they'd like to address?
Darryl is putting a point into intimidation, raising it to 12, as well as 2 points into gambling, raising it to 14.
Damn.
I would have thought Wookiees should get a bonus on intimidation.
I agree.
I wonder, what's your strength? Because I think intimidation defaults to strength. I wonder if your strength, intimidation, or is it will?
Will or acting.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think Wookiees would have a racial reputation in that regard, but it depends on who put the template together.
I guess you also have some cute and fuzzy Wookiees.
Yes, size modifier is applied, and +1 to +4 displays of strength, bloodthirstiness, or supernatural powers. Appropriate reputation mods, positive or negative, certainly count.
Well, your size mod's a bonus there.
Exactly.
Any changes from Bosco? I assume not, because you've updated your character sheet, or you imported it.
Yep. Just for the stream, I guess. I took some advice from Geigerman, and I did reduce my dex by 1 level, updated the skills with the skill points instead, and then I just I kind of redid some of my social skills a little bit, but pretty much everything else is the same. Oh, and then I did raise my pharmacy up just to make it match better with my reputation as a pharmacist.
Okay. Anything for Nim?
I bumped acrobatics sort of retroactively. That's pretty much it.
And luck?
I added and improved retroactively intimidation, so I have a 12 in it.
There was another skill that I seem to recall it came up last week that you went, oh, I don't have that.
I think it was intimidate.
No, that was the week before. As this is going to be the 4th session for most of you, your characters will be locked in. Nosh, Darryl has an extra week before the character is locked in.
Righto.
I feel locked in.
All right, well, lock it in. Characters are all fully formed, materialized. We shall begin. Quick recap. You guys managed to get on board Starhaven Station. I should probably bring up some images while I do this, because reasons. So you managed to get on board Starhaven Station. You began to gather some information. Bosco went and worked pro bono in a hospital for a day. Found out that Catalana Wren and her entourage were not part of the or were not injured, so they did not sort of visit the hospital or anything like that. I think you did find out, though, that she did manage to get into an escape pod and was rescued. You went to the casino and spoke to
That guy.
the guy that has the same look. Zaldor Vorkesh. In talking to him, since he is has a reputation for knowing things on Starhaven, in talking to him, or during the discussion with him, you were interrupted by a bounty hunter coming to collect the bounty on Zaldor. You managed to thwart that particular attempt, but you are fully aware that the bounty hunter is still around and likely going to try and collect at, at a later stage. In doing this, you guys managed to convince him to give you some information, and you have learnt that all the passengers from the Serenity Star that were rescued have been put up in a hotel, Starhaven Hotel. They are under guard or watch. They're not permitted to leave as the ISB perform their questioning. They will have a transport come pick them up from the hotel and deliver them to a local police station where the interviews actually take place. Once they're done with the interview, they ship the passenger back to the hotel. And I think that's about where we left it. Is there any questions?
Nope, I don't think not for Daryl.
Yeah,
what do
I
we do
can't think
now?
of anything. Yeah, that was the next the big thing. I'm good at killing things and blowing stuff up, but
Oh, there was one more thing. While the PCs were doing investigations, Nosh was back at the ship, doing or plotting courses and doing some general maintenance, I believe. And when, or as you were doing that, you noticed these guys.
dudes.
They showed up in
The Raccoon Man.
the Raccoon Man. Yep. They showed up in this ship, which seems to be a fighter transport of some sort.
Right.
Right. So, what is it now that your intrepid band of resistance fighters is going to do?
Yeah.
We need
Well, we
some
still
bad
need to
guys to
locate.
kick in the door so we can get our brains working.
You have a couple of obvious options. You can attempt a rescue from the hotel itself, or you could intercept a transport when or if and when Catalana is moved to the police station, or you could attempt a rescue from the police station itself.
Did we have any details on the transport?
You know that it is under guard, so there is stormtroopers which will guard the transport, and it's just like a speeder.
Well, hitting the police station seems like a bad idea because we're going to meet a lot of resistance in that case.
And you also do have a tool at your disposal. The captain of the blockade runner, he has informed you that, press the button on the beacon. They will be about 20 minutes away. They will show up and will create as much of a distraction as possible. They will leave before things get too hairy.
Yeah, I was going to probably hold that in reserve until we're ready to try to exfiltrate. Because, while we're in the process of trying to bug out, having more chaos thrown in would probably be a good thing. So, what did I remember? I seem to remember. I had to briefly step away. The casino guy, Zaldor Vorkesh, gave us a bit of information at the end because we prevented the bounty hunter from taking him. What was that information?
Good question.
Hey, I
Was
feel
there something
happy.
additional?
I don't remember. I just remember it was like you were like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to afford to pay for this information. Then we prevented him from.
Yeah, no, that was
And then
the whole.
he gave you something extra. I seem to recall at the tail end. Plus, he
I thought
offered.
that was the whole transport thing.
That may have been. I'm not sure. I do not recall.
Okay, we need reconnaissance. We need to know where the weak point is. On the surface, it sounds like the transit is the weak point, but we don't know what the guard situation is like at the hotel, and it could be lighter there.
And we also don't know, when they're gonna be transporting anyone,
Or
and
if they've already talked to
plus-
her.
Exactly, and plus, if we just snatch and grab her, that's gonna blow the cover.
I think someone actually had a really good idea for that last week, but I don't recall exactly what it was.
Did we?
What? No, we don't have good ideas. All of our ideas are terrible.
Yeah, I think someone had a fairly plausible, or made a fairly plausible suggestion as to how to, mostly maintain her cover.
I seem to
medical-
recall a halfway suggestion about blowing up the police station and claiming she's dead.
Right, I thought that was a joke.
Well, you could always do it for real and not worry about rescuing her at all.
I'm thinking the hotel would be the best option.
Well, we're gonna have to get reconnaissance. That's
Oh,
That's
actually,
given.
now I think I recall. It was something to do with the pirates. I think you were going to somehow include the pirates into the thing.
right.
To perhaps, make a cover of some sort. I don't remember exactly what.
How can we recon the hotel and or find out if she's actually there?
I think you're fairly assured that she's at the hotel because that's where all the passengers were placed, except for the ones that are in hospital, of course.
Where'd you say that they were taking them after they've been talked to?
Back to the hotel.
Oh, okay.
So it's likely they're going to be stuck in the hotel until the ISB have finished their investigation, at which point they will be released or allowed to leave the hotel.
Okay.
It's not like they're in prison. It's not like they've been imprisoned, but they're not allowed to leave the hotel, and there is guards that watch that and make sure that's the case.
That sounds an awful lot like prison.
Like house arrest.
House arrest is probably a better term.
Does it help us to get in contact with her? Maybe.
So you could give me an intelligence analysis if you have the skill.
Nope. Fail with you.
Yep. First roll of the night.
If anyone has a knowledge-based security skill, they could use that as well. So, I don't know if you have professional security or something like that. Professional.
That would actually have made sense now that you mention that. I should write that down in my notes. But no, I don't have that.
I would even allow a possible tactics roll. But there would be some penalties to that. Tactics -2 at least.
So
could,
since I've already made that roll, I don't get to make the tactics check.
I could potentially make the case for thief if I'm casing out a possible heist.
Sure. But I'll assess a penalty on that as well, -2.
2. Fine.
Crit fail by 3.
You decide,
Universe said.
That's right. You decide we'll attack an ice cream truck instead.
I wish that was in the box because then I would have lied to you. No.
Well, I suppose you still would, but we would be suspicious.
Yeah, that wouldn't have the same effect.
I do believe Mel is channeling her dice rolling to us.
She is cackling.
Damn it, she left her dice behind.
That's it. There is negative energy when Mel's playing. She just absorbs that negative energy. She's just a negative energy collector. But now that she's not here, it's just flowing everywhere.
That's my dice when I'm running frickin' Warhammer on Fridays.
All right.
And I'm the GM. I'm not supposed to roll 80s and 90s.
At least the GM's dice aren't affected. You guys are screwed today.
Fortunately, we have a whole book in GURPS about this exact sort of thing.
We do?
Action 2.
Oh, yeah. That's true. I should probably open that up.
Getting the ball rolling.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have, we can do like social, we could look for a job, we can run our contacts.
Yeah.
We could try to talk to people.
All right, we need gathering intel.
But,
We either
but
got
I
to
think,
do physical search of the hotel, probably in this case, surveillance, video, audio, data, possibly if Tina can hack, research, and the social engineering part of that as well.
yeah, I mean, I can hit the club, talk to people streetwise, or
Well, it is a hotel, so I mean, there's nothing stopping you from going up to the hotel and asking to see if you can get in. They probably have a hotel bar if that's a thing in Star Wars.
There will be a bar and a restaurant.
But the problem that I foresee with the hotel is it has been established that the ISB has taken over the hotel. So you're not going to be able to go, yeah, I'd like a room. They'll be like, I'm sorry, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Well, we don't know that for sure. We should at least.
No, the droid established that you could not rent from this particular hotel temporarily.
Well, that doesn't mean we listen to the droid. No, even if you just walk up to the front door and they turn you back there, that's still telling you something about their security situation. How deep can you get in? Can you get into the bar or the restaurant?
Yeah, because what might work in that case is like if we can get identify where this chick is located inside the hotel and then get communications with her in some capacity, then we may be able to, where she may be able to go, yeah, I know why the pirates are after me because, well, I'm a bad person, or hey, I'm blown, I need you to blow out this wall and extricate me. Or what are you talking about? I'm totally innocent. Look, I have an honest face.
It's a safe bet you could probably get into the hotel, at least walk up to the reception, and they'll tell you, no, sorry, we have no rooms available.
Only one of you could pass as an ISB interrogator.
Also, we need to actually see the hotel, what the physical building looks like.
That's right. Might have to Spider-Man up the side. Or no, not Spider-Man. We'll have to do it the old 1960s Batman style.
Turn the camera on the side.
Yep, and people
I
stick
do
their
have
head
a-
out and talk with us.
I do have a mag grapple.
So do I, actually. I also have gecko pads on my armor.
You
That
also
makes
have
me
Bosco,
Robin,
Bosco's a famous doctor.
And I have a jetpack, so.
Famous doctor checking in for a room.
I don't know if he's really a famous doctor so much as he's a famous son of a famous doctor who has some skills of his own, potentially.
well, I mean, I bought the reputation, so I am famous. That's the whole
So
point of it, isn't it?
weird.
And then I did bump up my skill a little bit. I mean, I'm at the expert level, and so it's a 14. And when you use a skill outside of combat, it's a +4. You could also use time spent. I mean, I could get my skill up to 18 when I'm creating meds if I wanted to.
Yep.
So you're recognized on a 10 or less, which is what almost everyone, and it's a large class of people. So people in
Actually, did
medical.
you have that as not recognized by a large class or something like that?
Actually, except for a large class.
That's what it was.
So just doctors.
Well, I would say, yeah, anybody that's in a sort of a medical industry or the distribution of meds or pharmacy, that kind of stuff.
So it's not necessarily going to be nurses and stuff like that. It will be the doctors and it would be pharmacists. I guess
people who watch
nurses and
the,
stuff
drug
might,
commercials.
yeah, nurses and such might know the particular brand of medicine that they've been administering. All right, so push the ball, get it rolling. What are we doing?
Do we send the face in the front door?
This sounds like the logical course of action.
Why don't we do two things at once? Send the face in the front door and then case the
And the
place
thief
while
out
he's
the
doing
back?
that. Exactly.
And just to be clear, we're trying to locate Catalana, right? That's the objective?
Yeah, but we absolutely do not want to use her name. I
Yeah,
think ideally, if we could, man, too bad that Mel's not here, because if we can get access inside, it's in some capacity to be able to get be able to penetrate their computer systems.
Well, now there's no reason I can't potentially get her in through the back door if I can get in through the back door.
How
Assuming
much?
there
She
is a back door.
disappeared. She went off and is macking on some Imperial officer, right?
I think that was the plan. Didn't we?
Or she's standing there with her hands on her waist, staring into the sunset.
I think we set a precedent of sorts with Shadowrun that PCs that were absent would become contacts. Did we do?
No.
We do something like that?
No, I don't believe we did.
I
Although,
vaguely remember
honestly, you
something like
could
that.
kind of treat them like that. I mean,
All right, so we will. What are the cutoffs? It's 6 or less, 9, 12, and 15. Then all the time?
well, but you know she's available. She's here.
Well, she may not be available. She might be macking on some officer.
Well, then she's a terrible team member.
Well, I mean, but she's not here.
Let's assume 15 or less. So she's available as a contact, 15 or less. So someone can make the roll.
So if it fails, she's actually in a ditch somewhere or got pinched by the feds.
Let me roll. 15 or less?
I don't know if I like this.
Ooh, I saw that 6.
Uh-huh.
All right, so she's available. You have access to her skills for the purpose of gathering some information.
Right, so that's not a terrible idea then if we can get Nim to sneak her in to gain access to computer access port of some capacity. Maybe she can review the layout, not the layout, the what the hell is that official word?
Floor plan?
Not necessarily floor plan. I'm thinking more
Yeah, we had that last
who's where.
guest list.
Guest list, maybe. And then at the same time, I guess Bosco could theoretically go in the front door and try to rent a room and determine whether, how likely they're like, no, you can't even enter, or yeah, we'll let you rent a room in a week.
So that's the plan?
I think that sounds like a plan. Maybe 12%
we have
of a
anything?
plan.
We have anything for the other two to do?
Oh, give me a tactics roll for the purpose of planning points.
Success by 3.
So that's 2 planning points. Should make a note of that.
Cool.
Yeah, we still need a better way to record that.
Well, since you made the tactics roll, you can use it as set it up as a resource.
Roger.
Forgot about that modifiers thing again.
Well, there's no reason why each of us couldn't do at least one thing based on our strengths.
Right. My strengths are shooting these people.
Maybe you go talk to that bounty hunter and shake him down.
No, I figure we'll run into him again, here shortly.
At an inopportune moment.
I do seem to recall that Orkesh did say if you were willing to take care of his bounty hunter problem, then he would be indebted to you in some way. I don't know if he gave you any specifics.
Well, if we run into him and we punk him, I'm going to keep the armor and, present his chain code as if it's mine. So then I will have a, quote, day job as a pretend bounty hunter.
In some awesome Beskar.
Yeah, but it doesn't cover enough. Luckily, apparently, based off of the Mandalorian show, they only shoot at the best card, though.
Well, that makes sense.
Obviously, Beskar attracts blaster bolts.
Right, so you guys knock that out while I briefly go AFK to visit the little clones room.
All right, so Bosco, you're going to go into the hotel and case that out?
Well, let me, I'll do my best to role play it out, but essentially I'd like to go in and speak to, front desk, possibly inquire on, do I want to get a room? I don't know if I want to do that, but
Well,
basically,
could.
I basically want to be chummy with the staff, get them to like me, casually without mentioning specifics, try to find out if any of the survivors from that I forget what it's called, from the escape pods are here. So I can either do that with the staff at the front desk, maybe go to the bar, talk to the bartender. I just want to gather some information. I got diplomacy. I have other skills. I have bribery, influence. I'm sorry.
How much cash do you have on hand?
I've got pretty good amount of cash. Well, I don't know if I have cash or not. I'm actually a little bit clueless on how the money is carried in this universe.
Oh,
But
well,
I do have money.
I don't recall if they have like a. Obviously have a banking system, but I don't know if there's like ATMs. You can use your card, your ATM card.
They definitely have a physical representation of money because you see that in Andor.
Yeah, they have actual credits. All right, well, heading to the hotel, you will see the hotel is. The entrance to the hotel comes off this promenade that sort of seems to circumnavigate the whole station. Inside the hotel lobby, it looks fairly normal. There's a bunch of guests standing about, but there's also the presence of stormtroopers, and you can see there's also a fair number of what you assume is like Imperial personnel, given that most of the crew of the Ashfall have been moved onto the station while repairs are underway.
So
There's no
stop him at the door.
You're not stopped at the door. There are just troopers standing around doing the guard thing, but the environment seems fairly relaxed. There is a trooper that stands by the elevator door, or a couple of troopers that stand by the elevator door. But other than that, you're not stopped or anything. You can walk up to the reception desk, not a problem. There are people that come and go from the place. They are probably hotel guests, and you do see some of these Imperial personnel, which are, I guess you could assume that they're on shore leave.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the. Is there any female receptionist or attendants?
Or are they all droids?
Or are they droids? Yeah.
Let's have the universe decide. On a neutral, it's a droid. Good or better, it's female, and poor or worse, it's male.
Okay, I forget where I go. Traits, no,
No,
abilities,
main tab of your character sheet,
main.
then reactions
reaction.
subtab.
Would a gay man be very good or very bad?
And this is just the unmodified reaction roll.
Just unmodified. This is universe reaction.
Not good.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
So
This guy used your drugs and got sick.
So it's a guy, right?
it's
That's
a guy.
okay. I'm not gonna try to who knows which way his boat floats, but
Well, it's not going to float in any positive direction for you with a bad roll.
all right.
I'm telling you,
So
he used your drugs and it made him sick.
basically so my first question is, hey, how you doing? Just being very friendly with him. And I'm just gonna ask him, like, do they have any rooms available? Basically, question.
Without even checking the computer, he says, I'm sorry, sir. We're fully booked with the Empire on the station. All our rooms are occupied. When a room will become available, I am not too certain. I can check if you like.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just being polite and just while he's checking, and then I'll say, hey, by the way, just a quick question. I'm supposed to be meeting somebody. I'm trying, I may not be role playing this correctly, but my character would know what to say. And really just trying to kind of fish for some information. If I was able to, if I'm supposed to be meeting somebody. She's, or I say I'm a doctor, and trying to meet somebody for like a private visit. They didn't want to go to the hospital. She's one of the survivors from the accident, the escape pods. Is that something you could help me out with?
So you'll see him tapping away at his console. He says, we will have a guest checking out tomorrow, but after that there won't be anything for another 2 days. Unfortunately, I think that's the situation everywhere in Starhaven. The Empire have pretty much tied everything up. As for if you have a friend that is one of the passengers, I'm afraid you will have to speak with the ISB. They have been instructed, or they are under hotel arrest. They are not permitted to leave the hotel, and we have been given instructions to forward any inquiries regarding them to the ISB.
Okay.
I can summon an ISB officer if you wish.
That won't be necessary, but yeah, if you could, I'm just gonna have my lunch first, and then I'll deal with this. I'm actually getting kind of hungry, but if you don't mind, at least giving me the name of the person that I need to talk to.
He looks a little confused. He says, "You need the name."
The ISB
Oh,
person.
okay.
Like, don't call him right now. I'm gonna go have my lunch real quick. But tell me who it is and where I can get them, and when I come back from my lunch, I'll look them up. I'm trying to just not look like I'm like, shit, you caught me, let me run away. I'm just trying to play it off.
All right. So give me a reaction roll. Add any modifiers.
Is that reaction or more fast talk?
Well, you could use an influence skill roll to substitute your reaction roll, but if you're not going to use an influence skill roll, then straight up reaction roll with modifiers.
I do. So my goal, my intention, I mean, if you want me to do a reaction to see if he likes me, we could do that. What I was going to do is either do administration or briber. I don't know if bribe's a skill. I got to look it up real quick, but find out. I want to use administration if I have it.
Well, administration's not an influence skill.
Well, it can be used as one.
It's a
in some
complementary
cases.
skill. Yeah, so I would use it as a complementary skill. And if successful or not, then I'm going to use my persuasion skill on him and be like, hey, look, you can really help me out here, save some time. At least tell me what wing of the hotel they're at or something like that.
All right, so
The
I mean, that's
is that the ISB or the passengers? Anyway, make the roll. Make that roll
passengers.
first. So, reaction or influence skill roll. This is to see how helpful he wants to be.
Or could I use fast talk and persuade as a complementary skill to my persuasion?
Well,
Fast talk is a little different in this case, depending. But if you roll fast talk, they're listed under manipulation. You can get a +3, but it's subject to the usual fast talk issues. That is, if you fail, they'll get pissed off.
Well, let me do my administration as a complementary skill. Can I do that? Just so I know what words to say. You know, he's a staffer here.
okay, sure.
And if I slip him some credits
There's
to get a bonus.
there's a thing for that. Actually, you put that in the Discord last time, didn't you, with the bribes?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, but what does somebody get paid per month for being a high class hotel concierge?
It would be standard. It wouldn't be a wealthy or anything like that. So, I think that's 3,600 a
So-
month, something.
So like a +1, I think, is like 1% of their standard monthly pay or something like that.
Someone could look up basic set what monthly pay is for tech level 11.
They don't have a. Or do they?
Yes, they do.
Right.
I think it's at campaigns.
It's 8,100 typical monthly pay. So I could slip them like 1,000 credits.
So
Yeah, be
that
like,
would
hey.
be 1/8. So
No, it'd be 10% of 8,100 is 810. Or one. Oh, sorry, I'm over, right?
so if you slip them 1,000, you get a +1. Is that right?
It's 10%. That's like 10%. Sorry, my math is really bad. 1% would be $81, 81 credits.
Uh-huh.
So I'd slip them 100 credits.
All right. So that'll give you a +1 on any rolls that you're going to make.
And I'd be like, hey, I know you're busy, this and that. I just want to make sure I'm not wasting your time. So I'll roll my administration. Oh my God, please. And
Success by 3. That's pretty good.
So you have a plus. What was the +1 on that roll for?
that was the bribe.
No, the bribe would be on your influence roll.
Right.
This
so
is
if
just
it's success by
complimentary.
2. So the.
Well,
So
I
you get a
wanted to
further
make sure
+1.
I wanted to make sure my complimentary roll succeeded. All right.
Well, your bribe wouldn't
Alright.
have helped with that.
Okay. Then I still succeeded.
All
So
right.
now I get a +3, right? Total.
You get a +2. You get 1 for the bribe and 1 for the complimentary skill roll.
Okay, how do I sorry, I gotta delete my modifier bucket. How do I do that?
You can
What,
just drag it out,
modifier?
or you can
Yeah,
click
just
the
drag
dots.
down the-
Drag it
Okay,
out, click
so
dots,
+2.
or actually select it and hit delete.
And then I'm using, did I say I was using fast talk?
You can use fast talk.
And then I get my +2 for charisma.
Be careful that that's not already included in your fast talk skill.
It's not.
No, it isn't. Yeah, I when I was helping him with his character over the weekend, I did check to see if it was adding charisma, and it doesn't, because charisma is only when you're using it to influence someone.
Right.
Success
Okay,
by 7.
+4. Okay.
All right. So you will have a good reaction with him.
Is that opposed by his will?
I don't think the influence rolls are opposed.
Can be. Not that,
Thanks, Daniel.
doesn't have
Let's
to
see
be.
if it matters. No, it's not going to matter.
He made it by 7, so it's unlikely.
All right, so you'll have a good reaction with this guy. He seems quite helpful. He says, I wish I could be more help. Unfortunately, things are a little chaotic here. We're, as much as we don't like it, we have to answer to the ISB and the Imperials. I tell you, they're causing all sorts of drama for management. They're not very popular at the moment. Not that they should be here anyway. And you see he sort of rants a little bit. So is there anything else I can help you with? He will tell you. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the ISB officer. I can summon him though, or her.
That'd be
He says
okay.
there's a few of them here.
Yeah, can you tell me where their office is at, and just kind of look? I'll look in a certain direction.
He says, unfortunately, they don't have an office.
Oh man.
They'll have to be summoned.
Well, I appreciate your help, Bob. I'm just gonna go have some lunch, and then I'll come back and have you summon them. I'm getting kind of hungry, and with that, I walk off.
What if the name Boba is the Star Wars equivalent of Bob?
It is now. He will, since you have a good reaction, he will reach behind the counter, pull out a little card, and he says, here, take this voucher. It'll give you a free drink from the bar.
Oh wow, nice! Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Well,
I was a crash and burn, but I
free
think
drink
I
though.
figured out
Score.
free drink for 100 credits, and I think.
Well,
at
it's
least we know
not
that
a
they're
crash
here.
and burn. You've got someone that's at least friendly.
And I think he didn't tell me, but it sort of implied that they are here. So maybe that is still some information.
Well,
If you
now
wanted specific information, you'd have to ask him.
you've also got
I did.
a voucher for a drink, which means that you're allowed to go to the bar, and if the detainees are not confined to their rooms, then they may be in the bar.
You asked where the ISB people were. Did you want?
No, I asked where the survivors were staying
All right.
in the hotel. Is what I was trying to get at. I don't
Okay.
care about the ISB.
My bad. So in that case, he has informed you that, floors 5 through to 7 are off limits. He says the Empire has posted guards on each of those levels. No one's allowed. No one's allowed off those levels.
You said floors 5 through 7?
5 through to 7, yes.
I know we asked this last time, but how many survivors were there, roughly?
1 mini lots.
I think the number was 30 to 60 or something like that. It's not really a specific or relevant detail.
Could be.
Well,
So
if
I'll
it
head
is
over to the bar
30 to
and
60.
I'll send a message out to the team on our communicators if that's what we decided, and give them a quick update. My understanding is survivors are here, levels 5 through 7 at the hotel. They seem to be afraid of the ISB, and
Everybody's afraid of the ISB.
he wouldn't give me any more information than that. But I do have a free drink voucher, and I'm gonna go check the bar, see if I can't run into anybody. I don't know if anybody else wants to do something.
In the meantime,
Yeah, I thought Nim was going to sneak in with what's her face
I'm going to see if I can sneak
Pink.
in.
with Pink.
So we will have a typical Star Wars screen wipe, and we are with Nim and Tina.
I'm gonna break into a place and steal a Diplomat.
So you're going to enter the hotel as well?
I would like to see what my options are in that regard.
Well,
In
the hotel has
category
people
of
coming and going.
non-obvious entrances.
There is only sort of one main entrance to the hotel. It is a fairly
crappy.
It's a fairly
There-
large concourse that goes the promenade into the hotel lobby. People are coming and going.
There's no way there's not a back entrance.
There's probably a back entrance, but you're not seeing it at the moment.
Well, I want to see it.
All right, give me an observation. Or I think you can substitute architecture for that sort of stuff as well.
This doesn't seem like an architecture application, although I could potentially make the case for using thief for that.
Does the thief wildcard skill actually specify which skills are covered?
It does. I don't know if the list is considered exhaustive. There are other applications. Let's see. Yeah. Wonder if streetwise could work. All right. Well, I don't have observation.
Then perception.
Let me see here. And the universe is not going to cooperate with me today.
So you do see a number of like service doors. There's one large one that was like a set of double doors, which has like a keypad scan thing to open. You're not sure if that goes to the hotel or it goes to some of the other, stores or whatever. Maybe it goes around to a sort of back alley that services a number of places. It's like a delivery store. There's a couple of other doors as well, which might be also to the hotel or other surrounding buildings. There's no obvious door that you see or obvious alternate entrance.
Well, I don't expect the alternate entrance to be right next to the main entrance. It will have to be.
It'll be off to the
behind
side somewhere.
An alley, under, over. I don't know
Well,
how this station is laid out, so I can't say.
Like I said, there's a central promenade which circumnavigates the station, and then on both sides of that promenade, you have buildings that go to the hub, if you think of this as a wheel, and then you have some that go to the rim. In this particular hotel, it's on the rim, so you would imagine hotel rooms that have windows will have a view of the outside.
Okay.
So everything comes off this main promenade. So deliveries would go to the deliveries door, and that will obviously go to a back alley, and that, like I said, may service the hotel alone, or it may service several other places. So the back alleys, or most of the back alleys, are, from doors off the main promenade, and of course there'll be some that go around to like public toilets and that sort of thing as well. It's kind of like a mall, like a shopping mall.
Well, whatever it is, I need to find it. There's just no way they're taking the trash in and out of the main entrance, so there's got to be something.
No, but you see some that are potential, but unfortunately your roll is not successful enough to confirm that's the door for the hotel, whether that's the
then
service
I'm gonna
entrance.
have to wait around until I do.
All right, so I guess that's extra time. So you sit there for to get a +2 is 4 times longer.
Yeah.
So we'll say, I don't know, you have to hang around for 10 or so minutes.
Thief does cover urban survival. That might make a reasonable substitute. I don't know, is a space station considered urban?
It would be, yes. So you hang around for 10, 15 minutes and you will see one of the double doors will open, and some like, I guess, sanitary workers or janitors, they will exit pushing trolleys. And give me an IQ roll.
Oy. Yeah, fucking dice, man.
It's like that meme that was posted in Discord. My character's backstory, my stats, and then my dice.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make out what they're pushing out, but you will know that they appear to be hotel staff.
Well, I guess that's all I got.
So you're fairly certain that at least these double doors will lead somewhere to the back of the hotel. Will be a service entrance of some sort. It does have an electronic lock, which can be picked if you have the appropriate skills.
Yes, unfortunately, that's right there on the promenade.
You need to create a distraction. Or does anyone have serendipity?
Nope.
Yeah, nobody's got that.
Unfortunately, you don't have a speeder accident right out in front of the hotel.
Yeah, unfortunately, also, you've got to not only distract people in general, but cameras. I need a pizza.
A pizza?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's what's the guy in the Clone Wars that gives Obi-Wan the information about Camino? Or the dart?
Jetster.
He has a franchise of diners. Happens to have one here. They do pizzas.
I gotta go pick up some lunch to deliver.
All right, not a problem. You can pick up some pizzas.
I will return with the pizzas and some kind of ball cap or something, I guess. Whatever's as inconspicuous as I can get. Look, something with a logo on it.
Give me
And,
a thief roll. Or sleight of hand if you actually specifically have that skill.
It's covered under thief. Finally.
So as you're walking out of the diner
Finally.
with your pizzas, there's like a souvenir shop that has a
Yoink.
stand with a few hats. You will very quickly and subtly yoink that hat and slide it onto your head. What's the logo of the hat?
Well, if it's near a food court, it's going to be food related. Bezos.
All right. It says Bezos.
All right. Yeah. So I am going to go to the maintenance entrance and with delivery in hand and attempt to gain entrance.
So you hit the intercom?
I think I might wait for somebody to come out.
All right, let's have the universe decide how long that wait is.
Oh, it's going to be forever. Because the dice hate me today.
Universe is cold and indifferent.
It's not too long. You wait for 5 minutes.
Somebody comes out and like, oh, hey, nobody answered when I called. I got a delivery.
Give me a reaction or an influence roll. Fast talk's probably a good one.
Yeah, this is totally fast. Dice. Fucking dice.
So the guy will sort of look at you and not even answer. It's like, doesn't even care. They just walk right past.
Like, I came in the door, or?
Well, they're just like automatic doors, so they'll slide.
Right, I was trying to slip in.
Failed by 1. So when the doors open, the guy walks out, doesn't even look at you, doesn't care. Then you sort of slip in. You see the guy turns around and says, "Hey, you're not allowed to go in there."
And then the door closes.
And then the door closes.
Oops.
And I have this mental image of the guy like hesitating. It's like, do I care? No.
And that's exactly what happens. Those of you that are on the outside will sort of see the guy standing at the door, and then he just shakes his head and walks off.
I guess Tina's standing by over there. She's probably going to be the one to see it. Okay. Well, actually, I guess everybody's probably stationed outside the hotel somewhere.
Somewhere.
See,
I don't know where
it's all
me and
right
the
there.
what me and the work are doing, but we're doing something.
All right, so here you see effectively a back alley.
Yeah. Okay. So question is, does this quote unquote alley have access to all the floors, or is this and does it have access to the hotel? Or is it just like a one level thing and there's a ceiling to it?
There is a ceiling. You're going to explore for a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll stay on comm with Tina at least and tell her what I'm seeing.
All right, so the corridor that you're in sort of heads rimward, and then it branches off into sort of like a T-junction, and you have an internal sort of fairly large corridor, big enough for vehicles to drive through, and you can see that services the back entrances to a number of places, and it appears to also go to the hotel. You look off to the side, you're checking the numbers that are above the various doors, and there's a fairly large set of doors that is the hotel.
Did Tina get a map last time?
Yes. I seem to remember a map.
It wasn't like a floor plan, it was
something
just a
more
city
specific.
map. Yeah, it wasn't like a floor plan.
Starport map.
Well,
So-
that's easy. If you're in a hotel, you just find the door, or not the
Well,
doors,
yeah.
the stairs, and they're gonna have like well,
They'll
that's
have
not
fire
true in
exits.
Star Wars. Not necessarily true in Star Wars.
Yeah, they don't even have rails.
Okay, so I am going to find the service entrance and, well, first I'm going to make a note of all these service entrances that appear to service the hotel and find the one that looks the least trafficked.
Okay, well there's a fair bit of traffic. You know, this place is reasonably busy, but no one really cares that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're back here, so you must be supposed to be back here.
Because that's how it works.
And
yeah,
there's
good.
lots of places that are serviced by this.
So I am going to attempt to either slip into one of those doors or wait for somebody to, or if one of them is somewhat less trafficked at the moment, I can potentially pick it. But if people are coming in and out, it's probably easier just to slip in.
Well, the doors that come off this are to the back of shops and such.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone comes out and then you slip in, they're probably going to go, "Hey, what are you doing? You don't work here."
Yeah, well, I still got lunch and the hat.
How are they opening the doors?
How do you open the doors in Star Wars?
There's like a panel.
Sometimes there's a panel. Is there always a panel? I could just try the door.
The doors from the outside require some sort of security, so there'd be a card or a pin or biometric, whatever the various shops decide to set up. But you imagine the door from the inside going out is, just press a button and it'll open, or it might even be automatic.
Well, I will give it a few minutes, see if somebody comes out.
So
if I'm
you're trying to get access to one of the other shops?
No, I want the hotel.
Okay. Give me a universe reaction roll.
A lot of universe reaction rolls.
Yeah, I don't like those.
All right. So the main hotel door is currently open, and it seems to be continually open.
That makes it easier. On the other hand, it's guarded by 20 stormtroopers.
No, it's not guarded, but it seems to go to the inner workings of the back of the hotel. So
Yeah.
you have laundry and all the catering, fridges and whatever.
Well, I'm gonna find the the exit plan and pass along the mapping.
You will see that there's hotel staff going about their business.
If anybody interjects, I will tell them I'm looking for Bob.
All right. So there is one of the housekeeping will sort of look at you. They'll see that you have pizzas and stuff like that, and they'll say, "Who are they for?"
Ren, I think. What room is that?
Ren.
Something like that.
If you want rooms, then you'll have to contact reception.
Now they said I had to come in through the service entrance.
They did? Well, we don't have any rooms here. The rooms are all upstairs. Well, not upstairs, but that way. You'll see give me a reaction roll, either fast talk or straight up reaction.
Don't screw it up.
See,
you can see the housekeeping who's pushing a trolley of like dirty sheets, picks up a data pad, which you imagine is the hotel manifest.
Manifest. That is the word I was looking for earlier.
Okay.
And
Thank you for finally randomly using it.
Okay.
and we'll look at it for a minute. So give me the reaction roll.
Time to nick
All right.
that manifest. Daniel.
Yeah. See, if I make the reaction roll, it'll roll high. Or if I make the reaction roll, it'll roll low. But if I make the skill roll, it'll roll high.
Don't you just love dice?
I really don't.
Dead at best.
God help me. Here we go.
Shake and bake.
See?
So the housekeeping will look at the manifest.
Fail by 2 podcasts, since I'm the only one that seems to remember to read those off. Big
This is
slackers.
true that. So with your fail, you see the housekeeping will just look at the manifest, flick through it a little bit, and says, "Yeah, I don't know. There's no red on the list."
I'm gonna peek over it.
Well, if you sort of peek over if you peek over and the housekeeping person sort of says, "Hey, personal space, brother."
Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
Well, look, go to reception. Points back out the main doors.
Reception told me to come back here.
Well, sorry, can't help you. There's no Ren on the list. Look, you're gonna have to leave, otherwise, I'll have to call security. You're not supposed to be back here.
That's what I kept saying. All right, I gotta think of where else I can go here. I need to identify. Is there any sort of indication on the exit plan where security might be? I see. I don't want to
So here's an idea.
deal with
Daniel.
that.
I have an idea for you. You could take a couple steps away from this person, and then break out your comm, like you're calling back to the office, and have an argument with him about who it is that who you're supposed to be delivering it to, and then that should take some of their. They're like, oh yeah, okay, we've heard this sort of thing before, and then you could possibly nick or copy the manifest when they go into a room or something?
Well, I don't have to copy it. That's why I stuck my head over. I've got eidetic memory.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, then that case, it's like, when they go into the room, you could like grab it, cycle through the pages, and then put it back, and then move on.
No, I'm just I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I can do here, or am I done?
Thanks for
Probably
the sub,
safer to move on.
the Spruce Lee.
Do it.
Just saying thanks for the
Oh.
sub, the Spruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, that's nice.
Spruce Lee.
Yeah, Spruce Lee, that's nice.
I think I am going to extricate at this point. I will make a mental note of whatever I can here as far as the layout goes and pass that along. If there is an access point,
Give me a perception roll.
It'll be
It's gonna be one of
fine.
those days, man. Hey, it didn't screw
You
me
will
this
see
time.
some access points.
Success by 4.
Okay, that's a start.
You locate a couple of access points here. But the housekeeping person, as they sort of walk their laundry to the some other place, they say, "Look, you really need to get out of here."
Yeah. You want some pizza?
The orderly, or not orderly, the person will stop and look around and go, sure.
Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna have to throw it out anyway.
Great, thanks. And you can see their demeanor or their attitude towards you has flipped. Someone offering
yeah,
food.
May the force be with you and all that.
Now you
Yeah,
need to
cheers.
stun them.
Thanks.
Just shove them in a closet.
Yeah, I may have to do that later.
Push him into his own trolley.
Ooh,
Exactly.
there you go. That would work too. Stun them, put them in the trolley, and then cover it up.
All right, I am.
And then go up to floor 5 through to 7.
There you go. That's a brilliant plan. You should do that. And while it'll be like in the Firstborn movie, I guess, where we're sitting there trying to figure out, okay, what's our next plan? And then you just sort of come pushing the trolley out with the chick in it.
Okay. What I am going to do is remove myself from the facility, back the way I came, and on the way out, hopefully nobody's looking, and I can do something to the locking mechanism, so I don't have to pick it coming back in.
So this is the locking mechanism on the outside door, or the already
on the
open door
door.
to the hotel.
On the outside door, so that when I go back to the promenade, when we come back in through the service entrance, I can get in it without having to jump through a bunch of hoops.
All right, so give me a stealth roll.
Ideally.
This will determine how well you can pull this off without getting noticed.
Yeah, more dice.
Damn
Here we
it.
go.
It's a game. Damn it.
Squeaking by.
What was that result, Daniel?
It was a success.
By?
4.
It doesn't matter.
It might.
All right, so
Slackers.
you'll be able to work on the lock somehow. What sort of modification are you going to make to it?
I'll just put it in like test mode or whatever the standard thing
So
is there.
always open?
Not always open, just like it doesn't lock or whatever.
Okay, so you'll put it in like an always open mode. So it'll open whenever
Not
someone
like
comes
not
up to
like
it.
the door is always open, but the lock is always open.
Yeah. All right. That's electronics security.
Because I needed another roll. Fortunately, we're hitting the high points of what I'm
Ooh,
good at.
by 9. That's a good roll.
Not a problem.
Done.
You've seen this model of lock before. You know
Uh-huh.
how to stick it in always open mode. So you'll know pressing the button from the outside will open the door without the need for a lock.
All right, I will exit and rejoin.
It will remain like that for a period, which I will determine by a universe reaction roll in the box, please.
Right. At least one more.
Well, I'll give you the option of choosing. Which is good for you? A bad dice roll or a good dice roll?
I almost feel like I should roll this at the moment it happens.
Well, you can decide which end of the scale you want to be favourable for you, and then roll in the box.
Okay, bad for me means it's reset when I need it,
All right. So bad is
however long that is.
make the roll.
Box. I haven't had to use the box in a while.
Okay. So I know what will happen now.
I have dice trust issues.
Doesn't every gamer?
All right, so I will inform Tina of the access points that I saw, the details of the map to the extent that I can recap that. If I don't know if in Star Wars they have the concept of like the cell phone with the camera on it, so I know you have comlinks, and I don't know if they do video or anything like that. Otherwise, I would have taken a picture, but regardless.
I'm sure they're available, but the standard comlink is the one that you always see them, the round cylinder thing.
Yeah. So, but I will tell her that I put a bypass on the door so we can get through it if we need to get back there and get direct access somehow, and some details about the traffic back there.
Well, Tina will say. Actually, let me look at her character sheet for a sec.
And because I know Mel's watching, curse you and your freaking dice.
I just heard her mentally cackle. She laughs at your pain.
She doesn't have impulsive. All right. So, your next plan.
Well, what do we have now? We've done reconnaissance.
If you were able to look at the entire manifest, which I kind of doubt.
Yeah. What do I get out of the manifest?
Well, you didn't get anything because, you tried to look over the shoulder, but they sort of moved away.
Say I saw nothing at all.
Well, you saw some names, but unless you have like photographic memory.
I do.
He does.
You do? Oh, okay. Nice. Do you have the second level or the first level?
You're gonna make me make a roll, aren't you?
It's an IQ roll for the first level. The second level is automatic.
God damn it. Oh, God. You know what? I didn't put that on there. One moment. Right, and I have to do a...
You've had to make a lot of rolls.
I'm gonna make that default. Does that work? Yes? Maybe?
You can set it to a default, yes?
Yeah, no, I put the base level in as 11, and then I realized there was a default there, so I set that to IQ, but I don't know if is that going to override or what? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, anyway.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, I don't think it'll matter, at least not at this point. God help me. Fuck you.
Yeah, you didn't catch a look at the list.
Damn. Crit
Fuck
fail.
you.
Do you have luck?
Giggling.
Of course I don't have freaking luck. Does it look like I have luck?
I'm over here.
That's hilarious. Well, at least you're getting those rolls out of the way right now.
Yeah, better now than combat, I guess.
And you're channeling Mel's dice really well. So, what's happening?
Right, so we don't have any names anyway.
You don't have any names. You do have access to the back. Bosco's in the restaurant or at the bar having a drink, which has been roofied, apparently.
What? How did I not see this?
It was suggested in the Twitch chat.
Nice. That guy was being too nice to you.
Can I roll my pharmacy to see if I would notice it?
No, you haven't been roofied yet. Or at least you don't know if you have.
Right. So how do we get the manifest?
You had a perfect opportunity with the housekeeping.
Alas. Okay.
You guys have to work out what you're going to do. Otherwise, I will force your hand.
We should just break in.
Well, the information we have is we know that they are on floors 5 through
6 and
7. We know that they are probably not listed by name. We know how we can get in, and we know how we can find out what rooms are being rented. I don't know what information is strictly available, based on I don't know how they're logging in these people. So maybe we can figure out who's who.
Well, for the purpose of logging them into the hotel, they would just be treated as guests. So each room would have, who's staying in that room.
Right.
So
they said that
they will be on the guest list.
the name Ren wasn't on there.
Oh, like Ren, W Ren. My bad.
Is that not what you?
I thought Ren as in like Kylo Ren.
Well,
I did not pick up on that. Sorry.
that's your fault for spelling it wrong.
Refresh, rewind. In your defense there, Ronky, I did the same thing. I didn't even think about that for the chick's last name being Ren.
Right. Okay. So
Rewind.
The
Scratch.
The housekeeping person will say, yes, there was a Ren on the list, but you still got a bad reaction. So they say, oh, you won't be able to deliver to them anyway. They're under guard by the Empire.
Oh, that's new information then. So that means basically 5, 6, and 7 are completely locked off. So much for they were free to move around.
Well, they are free to move around, but
inside their cells.
On their floors, yes.
That's not free to move around.
Well, that's probably what freedom looks like to the Empire. Yeah, we'll let that go as that's our information. So, okay. Which tells me that Bosco is not likely to meet one in the bar unless she's getting special treatment somehow.
So you could make the assumption that their meals are delivered via room service.
That's
true. There's a possible in if you want to do the hotel heist.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Huh. Yeah, this is where luck is really, really limited in this kind of stuff, because it's like, okay, we want you to do this sort of thing, and it's like, okay, we can try, but my primary plan would be to get a team of operatives in, blow the walls, go in, shoot at anybody who's shooting back, probably lose 20% of your attacking personnel.
What if you did do that?
I say we just find out. We need to find out a little bit better what room she's in. Like narrow it, searched
that's
out.
Why I was saying we want to get if we could get access to the manifest.
Yeah,
and then
so
do the raid like you're suggesting. But
we've got access to the back. We can get Tina in there who can hack in and probably get the manifest. So I'm making an assumption there, but that's probably a reasonable assumption. Assuming we knew where she was specifically, we still have to deal with security on the floors and how to get her in and out.
Well, getting her out from the level would not be difficult if I'm present, because Luck has a jetpack.
It doesn't look like there's anywhere for you to jet. It's like I was kind of hoping there was somewhere for me to climb, but apparently there wasn't.
Oh, I may have been AFK when that was covered. Well, that's not great.
No, I was just thinking, since you brought up shooting your way in, I'm kind of wondering if there's not a way we could incorporate that into the plan somehow. What we need is some pirates.
Well,
Well,
the
it
thing
just
is,
so happens, Nosh,
uh-oh.
you're standing out front.
We're not standing. We're like sitting at a outdoor cafe thing.
Well, then you're sitting at outdoor cafe having a coffee or whatever it is you're doing, staking out the hotel. You will see the pirates turn up at the hotel. They watch for a bit. The hairy one will talk to the woman. She will take off her
Who's clearly a cyborg because look at the angle there.
Should actually bring up that image. So the hairy one will talk to the redhead. She will take off her sort of gun belt and make herself look a lot more presentable. He will instruct her to enter the hotel, and she will go off and head inside. This is what Nosh sees. I think he's the only one that's seen the pirates so far.
Well, if he sees them and he points them out, then I'd see them.
So
Maybe she'll
I
go to
will,
the bar. Go to the bar.
I will point them out to Luck.
Who will immediately muse, what's wrong with that lady's back?
Yeah, you start poking at the AI art.
I know. It's amusing.
Because I still haven't gotten an answer to why this guy is wearing a napkin.
He
He was
drools.
eating. Yeah, he drools. Look at that. Look at those lips, man. He's got he's puckered up. He drools.
So
His pirate name is Truly.
I'll say to Luck, what do you want to do with these visitors, these new arrivals?
Well, we don't know that they are Crimson Corsairs. The players know because it's written there, but the characters don't necessarily know that.
Well, I'll explain that I saw them come off their craft, and
They seem untrustworthy looking.
uh,
You don't like that face there, that guy's face, right?
I'll say I don't like the coincidence that we're here and now they're here.
I don't disagree, but it is
These are
entirely
very
possible.
territorial.
This is it's also entirely possible. There's our contact is running another cell that is not involved, which admittedly would be dumb. Well, we can't barge in because we would sort of stand out, but we can definitely relate the fact that the lady is entering. Let's see, Bosco's already in there, so he may get eyes on first. What do the other ones do?
Yeah,
They just-
chronologically, is this after Dim has left the building?
Let's say you're on your way out. This is the moment where you're messing with the door lock.
Gotcha. Great. We're gonna
The-
make it easier for them.
The others will, take up a position at a different cafe, much like you guys. It's like, they're copying us.
The nerve.
They've sent someone in. They have their own Wookiee.
That's not a Wookiee.
They're like they're the B
They
team.
have their own Duro.
Exactly.
Yep, they're the heroes of their story, and we're the pirates.
Correct.
Gar.
So they take up positions outside, trying to be inconspicuous. She will walk in. So have you notified Bosco of this?
Yes.
Then Bosco, you will see that she will walk in give me an observation roll if you have the skill, otherwise perception -5. You will clearly see that she is casing the place. She walks in, she's sort of heading to the bar area, but she's doing it at a slow walk, and she's looking all around. She's making note of the place.
All right, time for you to mac on her, and so the two of you are trying to counter seduce one another.
So she will walk to the bar area, and when she gets there, you can see she'll have her back turned to you. So you're in the bar restaurant area. She'll have her back turned to you. She's looking out into the lobby area. She'll pick up her comm, and she'll be fairly discreet. Give me a hearing-based perception roll at -5.
Youch.
Wouldn't happen to have read lips.
Not read lips.
Well, you can't see her lips anyway. She's got her back turned to you. So she'll speak into the comm. You can't make out what she says. The words are just mumbles. And then she will walk out.
Interesting. Did I notice what she was just casing the joint? Did she notice anything specific that I noticed? Did she notice?
No. You
She's probably just seeing. Yeah.
you just know that she was casing the place. She's probably, counting the number of stormtroopers that are about, their positions, that sort of thing.
But did she notice that you noticed that she noticed?
Right.
She did not pay any attention to you at all. On her way out, she, walks at a similarly sort of slow pace and continues to look. Once she comes out, she will head immediately to the group. They'll discuss the hairy guy. He will sort of indicate, he'll gesture back the way they came. They'll all get up and they will walk away.
What do you think, Daryl? Should we maybe follow them?
Were they armed?
They were armed, yes, and she will put her weapon belt back on. But they're only armed with sidearms, no rifles or anything like that. Walking around with rifles might, draw some attention, but you see people getting around with sidearms all the time. It's not considered normal, including some getting around in armor and stuff. So it's not unusual that Luck is in a full suit of modified clone armor.
Well, he's also got the high-tech poncho thing to cover it too.
Yeah.
Doesn't hide anything.
You're not standing out. So they will walk away. If you're going to follow, then you'll need to make shadowing rolls.
I will follow.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So I will get someone we'll do a group shadow. You'll get +1 for everyone that has the skill, -1 for everyone that doesn't.
I've got it.
So that's
I've got
definitely 2 of us. That's 3 of us. I don't know if Nim is planning on doing that, or if he's like, nope, oh, right, you're helping. What's her face? Tina.
If I am available, then I will assist. I do have it.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's all 4 of us have it. I've only got it in 11, but
I've got a 13.
So everyone that has the skill, so everyone has it. Tina
Sounds
says she'll stay back here and just keep an eye on the place.
All right. I'm going to tell Tina how to get in the back if we need to go in a hurry. And apparently I've got the best shadowing.
well,
19.
that's because you're a sneaky person.
Well, yeah.
All right, so give me the roll.
So it would be unmodified at this point, I presume.
Unmodified. So with the exception of +1 for everyone with a skill, -1 for everyone without.
So that's going to be +3, unless it counts his as well.
I thought it was just the -1.
It doesn't. The person making the roll doesn't count towards the plus or minus.
Right, but I thought you didn't actually get a bonus for people who had the skill. I thought it was just you get the penalty for the ones that didn't.
That may well
Not that I'm
be
going to
the
fight you for it.
case. Let's see if it matters.
Let's see if it matters.
Booyah! Sergeant Crit.
Well, even without the bonus, that's still a margin crit.
That's true. Of course, it is a quick contest.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that
I
ain't gonna
saw
cut it for
nothing.
you.
Oh, Nosh got disconnected.
Ruh-roh. It's that interwebs in Kanukistan.
I'll be right back.
Moose chewing on the power cables.
Mooses.
You will follow them all the way back to the hangar. They will board their ship. You'll see, or some of them will board their ship. One of them will grab one of the repulsor trolleys. They will load up some crates onto this repulsor trolley, and you'll see they'll step off their ship, and they have big guns, which they will load into the crates on the repulsor trolley.
Wow.
You will also note that there is a further member of the crew that stays with the ship. So there's someone, the crew that you saw depart, so these 4, they will leave the ship again, but they're leaving. There's one guy that's been with the ship all along.
Oh, okay.
So, but you see him, he helps load up weapons and stuff into the crates. You can see that they're being somewhat discreet about it, so they don't like obviously walk off with loads of big weapons. They try to be a little bit discreet about it. Then they will cover them up, and then they'll depart again. You have a fair idea what their plan is.
It was
So,
suspiciously
question.
close to my what my plan would have been.
It was.
Except that
So-
you'll imagine that they'll have a lot less concern for innocent bystanders and such than you guys would.
Let me double check my dis ads. Yeah, I don't have Callus, so that's probably true.
The question I have at this point is, do
You do
we
if you have
tell security they're coming or not?
cannot harm innocents, you should. Does anyone have it for starters?
I do not.
Because by inaction you can't allow innocents to be harmed as well. That's something to note.
I think you are extrapolating that.
I could be.
Yeah,
But if no one has it,
it doesn't
I
matter
have
if
it.
your friends harm innocent people, but you won't.
They're not our friends.
I'm
Unless
pretty sure it
somebody-
says something.
Somebody's not telling me that.
I'm pretty sure it says something about by inaction you can't allow innocents to be harmed.
No.
I had it on the character we did with Nosh, and you're okay with other people doing violence. It's just you yourself will not do it. But we can look it up.
Yes, we've got the list that Nosh put together that has all the stuff.
Way to go,
We do?
Nosh.
What list?
It's cannot harm innocents. You
Of
may
traits.
fight. You may
Oh, that.
start fights. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that's about me doing something.
It doesn't say anything about anybody else.
Yeah, you can never intentionally do anything that causes or even threatens to cause injury to the uninvolved. Okay.
Oh, are you
So
reading different? The basic set
no,
has
I've-
a different language.
I copied the trade into chat, so we have the
Well, I
information.
copied the text into chat, and that was before you did that.
We have Nosh's list that he put together, so that's rather cool. It has all the traits.
Anywho, and he left again. Guess you've said his name too many times. It summoned him away.
It must be
To
beavers
give
chewing on the internet cables.
just to give a
No,
little
it's
bit of
moose.
contrast, if you look at the 30-point disadvantage is total nonviolence, it does specifically say you must do your best to discourage violent behavior in others.
That might be what he's thinking.
It doesn't say that in the 10-point disadvantage version of it.
Righto, but you're fairly sure that these guys plan violence.
Yeah. Well, regardless, to say that this would somehow be in violation of that particular brand of pacifism, I think is probably a bit of a stretch. However, I think Nim would probably want to alert security anyway. It's just a matter of when. Do we wait for him to get to the door, or do we wait, or do we call him ahead of time?
Yeah, we could use it as a distraction for us to yoink them.
Yeah, exactly.
You could make the fair assumption, though, that even if you alert security, they'll, unless it's like overwhelming odds, they'll still continue with the frontal assault.
I'm super curious. What is going on with these pirates?
They are very determined.
They are. It seems really, really weird.
We could even let them capture. Well, we don't know if they're trying to go after who we want to go after, but then
We
We're
could
we
probably
assuming
make
they
that
are.
presumption.
can let them do all the work for us, and then
It is awfully coincidental otherwise.
No, I think probably the easiest handling of this would be for us to sneak in the back and get her out while the pirates are hitting the front
But
door.
again, we don't know where.
Well, but we can get that once we get there. I feel confident we can get the. Actually, did I get a room number?
No,
We did retcon and say that they
they
did
told
identify.
you that they were there, but they didn't give you a room number because they didn't like you.
Okay, I didn't get a room number, but we should be able to get that from either an individual manifest or by Tina hacking and getting it from there. We should be able to get that, so I'm reasonably confident of that.
You might have that there was exactly the distraction we could have used. Might have that moment.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the pirates doing too much damage because this place is being guarded by stormtroopers. They are going to shoot back.
Were there actually stormtroopers on the ground floors as well?
Yes.
Okay, I missed that. That may have been when I was AFK.
On the ground in the lobby, there's two that stand guard at the elevator. And then there's
Right.
a couple just in the lobby area. But there are a number of Imperial personnel which are, in quotes, on shore leave.
Well, if these dudes come in and start shooting imps, I have no problem at all with that. I'll root them on.
That
Yeah,
is
but
a
going up in the back door while they're blasting away is probably a workable option.
there is a question we're going to have to answer at some point, and that being, are officers of the Empire considered combatants or non-combatants with regard to pacifism?
Well,
I'll just shoot them because
I
they're
can.
imps.
I guess they considered the enemy. It might be a little bit of a grey area. If they're not doing
Yeah.
anything particularly bad to you at the time.
There's going to
They're
be a lot
still
of gray
imps.
area. Actually, that was something that I was considering. Was I only took pacifism cannot harm innocence because there wasn't one for just general non-aggression.
Right.
that could be like a bow, possibly.
Well, I mean,
Code
guess
of honor,
you
maybe.
could do it that way, but that's not what it is. It's Duros. Duros are less aggressive than humans.
That weed they smoke.
Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me.
What do you mean they're less aggressive? Cad Bane's pretty aggressive.
Well, he's not normal.
Right. So, we go in the back door when as these guys start blasting. Have we seen station security around?
You see them, doing their rounds.
Okay, what kind of what kind of colors are their uniforms?
Mm.
Let's just say that they would be blue.
Okay.
Police blue.
Because when we decide to go in the back, I have that poncho. It has, I don't remember what the thing is there's a
Right.
Ultratech trait where I can program it. So I'm going to, when we go in the back, I'm going to have the poncho programmed to be that color.
Okay. Does it actually allow you to have patterns and logos and stuff?
I believe it does.
I am looking very cloth. That's what it's called, I think.
Yeah. How has the relationship between station security and the Imperial security been looking from our standpoint? Have they look friendly or combative?
You would know that the station security certainly don't like the imps being here. They're not openly combative, but it's like, oh man, I wish you guys would just piss off. And the imps are like, piss off, we're running this show. We're here. Pray that we don't alter the arrangement any further.
Juris my diction. Your men are already dead. I kind of need to watch that movie again. I haven't seen the first Matrix in forever.
All right.
You do know that Starhaven sort of prides itself on being, semi-independent, free port.
Mm-hmm.
So the imps being here goes against the grain of what Starhaven's about.
Yeah, and the problem with Starhaven's going to find out is it's like they let him in once. Now it's going to be really, really tough, getting rid of him.
They're like herpes. Get it once and you have it for life.
Alrighty then.
Dun, dun, dun.
Right. So
you're going in the back?
that is going to be probably the plan, unless someone has a better idea.
I'm wondering if we can like somehow while they're take over their ship, like if some of their crew is going to be on this, their combat crew on this whatever mission.
Good.
We can go yoink their ship, or do both at once.
You're not allowed to do that. I didn't plan for that.
They've only got one guy back there.
And that's only a starfighter.
It's a little bit more than a starfighter.
It's more than what we have.
Well, then
It's
why is
like-
it called a Subo R-72 Shrieker Starfighter?
Well, in the same way that the U-Wing is also called a starfighter. U-Wing being the ones they use in Rogue One. I think you also see it in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think they call those starfighters because they don't have a better name for it.
Yeah, well, Star Wars is also historically bad at naming. I mean, they had a Dreadnought class light cruiser, and it's like, what? No, Dreadnought is a different kind of ship.
They call things by the rule of cool.
Yes, I think so too.
Their captains were lower ranks than commanders, and it's like, what?
It's space opera. It doesn't need to be accurate.
All right. Well, this won't blow up in our faces at all.
No, it'll blow up behind our backs.
So do you intend to go in before them or wait for them to cause the distraction?
Well, they're headed right there, so I think we're gonna be doing it at the same time, roughly.
Yeah, I think by the time we get to the back the back door area, we're gonna start hearing screams and explosions and gunfire.
All right, so you will get there. You will see that they're sort of standing fairly inconspicuously off to the side. The big guy will point, and you see he points to a speeder, which is currently parked. And one of the other guys, this guy here, with the sort of grey jacket, for those of you that have closed the image.
The one that is not wearing the bib.
The one that's not wearing the bib. And now that I look at it, looks like he's got a bow. A bow tied in to his shirt.
It does. AI's being.
So he sort of nods. He walks over to the speeder. Will sort of look it over. He'll give the hairy guy a sort of nod, and then he will sort of step away. He'll be nearby, but yeah, standing away from the sort of speeder. And you get the feeling that they've just picked out their getaway vehicle.
We need to pick on their getaway vehicle. No, we need to take their getaway vehicle for us. First things first.
Well, they will lift off the covers on the their crates, and they'll pull out these rather big weapons. And
hopefully the stormtroopers will react. Probably not, because they're idiots.
Then they will storm in through the front entrance. You can hear them yelling, "Everybody, get on the ground!" And then there's blaster fire.
Okay, we should be heading for the side entrance as soon as we get there.
Yep.
Now to find out if the side entrance is locked or unlocked.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're gonna have to worry too much about B&E at this point.
All right, so you press the button.
Press the button.
And
the door explodes.
It opens.
Yeah, there are plenty of opportunities for it to blow up in my face. Just not that one.
So you guys head in through the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have big guns at this point? Or just your pistols? Or sidearms?
I
do
have my
a big
carbine. I do have a carbine. It's a 15A, so it's chopped down.
I have the bowcaster.
Definitely. Yeah, go ahead.
I have the bowcaster. I never relinquished it after we left the club.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like a crossbow. It's not going to draw attention. But no big rifles.
No.
I mean, technically, mine is considered a rifle, but it's
Let's
super small.
let's do it like this.
It's like a Star
Hold
Wars
out.
SDR.
Hold out with the bulk penalty.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
holding out.
Well,
I got that thing in my hand.
all right. Well, if you're carrying it in your hand, as you're sort of getting around the station and
'cause
stuff.
We're charging in there, and it's like, if somebody's like, gets in his way, or like that, and he's going to be shouting like, station security, move.
Right.
Hence, that's why he did the poncho thing. I actually
Right.
think the armor should be able to do that sort of thing too, where it's like, currently it's red, because of the high tech, you should be able to like push a button and it changes color.
Yeah, that's not very Star Wars.
I think it
Is it?
is.
Clone armor that changes color.
Well,
Why not?
I have very expensive
Well,
armor. This stuff
that is
hard
actually
to
a thing. Chameleon surface.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So you can actually,
I was not aware of that. Let me actually look that up.
so you can do programmable camouflage and stuff. It is an armor or a modification you can make to stuff.
Oh,
Well,
it is.
If you think about that, though, if that was a standard part of Stormtrooper armor, then on Endor they would probably have used it.
Well, yeah, it's not part of the Imperial getup, nor the clones.
I suppose you could look at Stormtroopers as not something you hide.
No,
It's
that's the
something
entire
that you put on display.
Yeah, that is the entire purpose of the armor. That's actually a listed, not a listed, but a stated thing.
All
I
right, so
wish I had noticed that. I would have totally gotten that.
the blast fire goes off. There's screams. You'll see some people will run out, and then you guys head into the back way. When you get to the back of the hotel, the main doors are still open into the back section. There's people sort of going about their business, and they're completely unawares of what's going on upstairs.
I'm gonna make them aware. Say, hey, the hotel's under attack. You guys need to get out of here.
Give me some sort of influence or reaction roll to see how believable you come across.
God, you trying to
I
kill
can
me?
do that.
That's true. He could.
Leadership, success by 7.
Wow.
You look like an authority figure, and the fact that you guys are all holding weapons in hand and stuff, they're convinced.
And they also saw the color of the station security and like, oh, okay, yeah.
Well, that and amongst other things, they don't want to be around people that have guns out, because that generally means shooting's going to happen. So if they've got the opportunity to leave, they'll go, oh, no part of this, I'm out of here. So the area that you're in will quickly vacate, and you find yourselves alone. You can't hear what's going on upstairs. Not that it's really upstairs, but you can't hear where it's going. It's on the same level as you are at the moment.
All right, we'll get Tina working on the. Actually, I'll try to get a manifest off of somebody if they're around. Otherwise, I'll have Tina get it out of the access point.
Not a problem. When they leave, they will just leave their data pad, with their stuff. So you can get
Bonus.
You can get a data pad. Tina will hack in. I've pre-rolled her hacking, and she's successful. What information do you want her to give to you?
Floor and room.
For starters, we need the location of Catalana.
All right.
That being the room number or whatever.
All right. So she's in room 66 on floor 6.
Flashback.
Yeah, we need a standard number.
Yeah. Room 66 on floor 6.
Okay. What other information are they even going to have on this? I mean, can she get access to security feeds?
She could potentially do that, yeah. Let me see what equipment she's got. She has a data pad, so yep, she could bring up a screen. She also has a portable computer or personal computer. I think
All
at
right,
this tech
well,
level, that would be fairly portable.
Given that, I'll have her patch mine in so I can see that as well. So we don't have to wait here. So we'll start sorting through the security feeds to see if we can ID her and or see what the guards are doing.
Just because this is normally done by a droid, you see that Tina has her finger in the slot and she's turning her finger, and every now and then she goes,
You know, that would be hilarious if she could actually speak droid. I don't know
So-
how you would do that.
well, you
it
can.
does seem for the most part like that everybody can understand the binary, which is weird.
Well, only a few droids. Well, not all droids that speak binary. There's a lot that can speak normally.
And some just say cool things like gonk, gonk, gonk.
This is true. So she can give you a feed. What would you like to feed
Or
through?
6.
Yeah, we need to see her room and what the guards are doing outside it.
All right. There's 2 guards that stand at the elevator doors. You see on the feed that the elevator will open and both of them will get in to the elevator.
There you go.
Obviously, they're going down to address the stuff that's going on downstairs.
Well, that's why we're going to charge up the stairs.
All right, they're leaving. We better get on with it.
You have an elevator and you also have stairs to go up. You're going to take the elevator or you're going to run up 6 flights of stairs?
Well, if we try to go up the elevator, won't that mean they're going to be there? We're going
Oh,
to
there's going to
bring
be more
them
than
to
one
us?
elevator.
Yeah, because we can take the elevator and just go up there and get her, then let's do that.
We're on the service
Um,
end of the hotel anyway.
The most hotels will have at least 2 elevators. Some will have 3.
Yep. All right. So we'll take the turbo lift.
Well, let's see. Someone roll universe reaction.
Nosh, you haven't rolled anything in like forever.
Sure, let me give that a go.
The universe is cold and indifferent.
Right. So, fortunately for you, the elevator that you pick doesn't have stormtroopers in it or anything like that, and you will take it straight up to floor 6.
All right then.
The floor is empty. There's no one in the halls. Well, since you already knew that.
Charge
Well, yes.
directly to the room, and I will take up security position while
Walk up
the
like we own the place.
talkie people, hacker people, whatever, do the thing.
All right. So you're going to hack instead of just knock?
No, I'll just knock.
Well,
Door opens and she shoot you in the face.
you will knock, and then
The building explodes.
exactly
I knew it.
asteroids fall.
We're on an asteroid.
Smaller
Remember
asteroids.
Empire? Remember how their crazy asteroid belts were? I guess you could also say Attack of the Clones, although I think that's more planetary ring.
All right, so Catalana will open the door. She'll see you guys standing there. You don't look like stormtroopers or anything like that, so there isn't a confused look on her face, and she says, actually, give me a reaction roll luck. You are the leader. Remember, you have tactics points, so you can use these.
Yay!
This is a reaction roll to see if she's just going to slam the door on you because you guys are all armed.
Oh.
She will slam the door shut on you, fearing that you have nefarious intent.
We're here to rescue you.
Well, there's no response from her.
Then I will probably look at Nim with that. Well, it's your your turn.
Is it locked?
Yes, it's locked.
I will make it not locked.
Roll your, I think it's electronics repair, security.
Well, he's
Oh, that
doing
one?
that. I'm gonna have Tina shift the feed to down below, so we know how
Yeah.
much progress these guys are making,
Beep boop beep.
if any.
All right, so the stormtroopers that were on guard on the various levels, so from 5 through to 7, you see they have all left their post and have joined the fray in the lobby. It is quite hectic. There is like smoke everywhere. There's blaster fire. The pirates seem to be doing all right. There is a few dead stormtroopers, but they are exchanging fire.
Amateurs.
Nim pops the joke.
Bosco, you need to take point here. Talk her down. Avoid using any names.
You can leave with the Empire, you can come with us.
Succeed by 7, so it doesn't take you too long to open that door at all. Within, was it 5% for each success?
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
So, yeah,
Yeah, I think it was
just over half. Yeah, just over 30 seconds. Base is 1 minute. All right, the door will open. It'll be unlocked. You will see that she is pressing a button to a communicator saying, there's someone trying to get into my room.
Oh,
Is there anyone there? Is there anyone there? There's someone trying to get into my room. But she's not getting any response. Obviously, reception is preoccupied.
Or dead.
She will turn to you as you step into the room, she says, I am a diplomat from Naboo. Don't hurt me, and a ransom will be paid.
Forgot she was Naboo.
Can I do like? She's kind of sticking to her covers. What I'm gathering.
Well, she doesn't even know who you guys are.
I'd say
Also,
her-
it's not necessarily
you don't
a
want
cover.
to use our contact's name or our names in here at all in case the rooms are bugged by the ISB.
Yeah, and as Gia said, her cover's not necessarily a cover. It's like her legit role.
Right.
But she's quite panicked at the moment.
Can we speak like double speak and like mutual friend type situation?
Well, at the moment,
Tell
you're
her.
going to have to calm her down somehow.
What the hell's
Well-
the contact's name?
Kaylin Bree?
Kaylin
Right.
Reed's,
Did he give us like a challenge recognition, anything like that with her?
I don't think she was his contact. I think she was the captain's contact.
There was no...
Corvette guy.
The captain. Right. I need to trigger the thing.
There was no challenge response given.
Yeah, I think we asked that question earlier.
And okay,
This
I'm
this
putting
is
up
a
in my
very
mind.
sort of impromptu
Right.
thing.
And her connection was she was just passing information to them. I'm trying to remember.
Well,
In her-
details about her were not, thorough, but she is a resistance sympathizer. She has information that could be detrimental to the movement if she was interrogated as such. So she knows people, and she's connected in some way.
So Bosco probably has two potential options here. Either convince her that we're
With the good guys.
with the resistance without actually saying it, or we just play along and say, you're coming with us and we'll take the ransom.
That's actually thinking that through. That's not a terrible idea. If this, because the ISB, we would have probably discussed some of it because some of this in route. But the ISB is known as hyper paranoid. They are the CIA, the KGB, the Stasi, all of the worst that crap, the secret police, all rolled into one. So it's entirely possible you may just go, okay, let's play it up. It's like pretend we're part of the Crimson Corsairs. We nab her, we exfiltrate, and then afterwards we go, by the way.
That does have some potential consequences attached to it, like we could end up being identified as part of the Crimson Pirates.
All right, so Lucky's going to trigger the beacon.
Yeah, I just remembered that. It's like, yeah, we kind of want the to cause the chaos.
Yeah, I guess
really
they have.
crazy.
They need time to get here, I guess.
I should have triggered it once we decided. Yeah, we're en route.
All right, so how much time has passed since you triggered it?
Minutes?
Yeah, I would say some minutes. Probably as soon as we started to storm, as soon as those dudes broke out the weapons as we were heading towards the rear. So probably right before we went, entered the back door.
We don't really need them to show up for the hotel. We need them to show up when we try to leave. So that should give them enough time to get here.
All right, so you can assume that they'll arrive around the 15-minute mark.
Like that.
Something cinematically appropriate.
Unless they're really on the ball and
All right, Bosco.
P. Coltrane.
Yeah, well, would it be better for just a reaction roll? Or
Well, the reaction's predetermined. She's freaking out. She thinks you're here to hurt her.
Okay, what do you have
Okay.
to
diplomacy?
Diplomacy, probably.
I've got diplomacy and fast talks, intimidation.
And you'll know that she's not going to sort of volunteer to give up her cover.
Or I would do the fast talk and maybe just go with like, okay, let's do the ransom. Like in the meantime, we need to get out of here.
That's reasonable.
It seems she's already kind of thinking in that way, so it's not going to be as
Mhm.
hard to convince her. And then we could explain later.
Let's go with that. That's faster.
Yeah, so that could be either. I mean, if she's saying that, I probably don't even have to roll, right? She'll just go with it.
You can use intimidation if you want.
I don't want to intimidate her. That's not my style. Somebody else can if they want.
The big burly guys will just be intimidating.
If she's already suggesting that we can pay a ransom, then I'm just gonna say, okay, then stick with us. Don't do anything stupid, and you'll be safe.
Yeah, you better be worth it.
All right, so you're instructing her to, move along.
Yes.
All right, so you'll sort of lead her to the elevators, the exit there. You will get to the elevator. You'll press the recall button. You're sort of waiting, and the elevator will open up. You guys will step in just as you hear one of the other elevators open. As you're walking in, you see these guys walking out, or some of the pirates walking out. They will see you.
Can I do a thing really quick?
Sure.
I would like to
Tactics
roll
point.
one of the armed thermal detonators that I stole from the dead stormtroopers earlier, right outside the elevator as our door closes.
Okay.
I have no idea how much damage or anything like that those do, but based off
Yeah,
of
is
the
that
way
going to disable
they
the
react,
elevator?
no, I shouldn't disable the elevator.
My understanding is thermal detonators they're like massively destructive, but they have their own shield. So within a 10-yard area, there's a shield that comes up. So it's localized destruction.
Huh.
So it's like,
Never
that
heard that.
tracks with what I understand. Let me double check. I may
Yeah.
not have to. I may not want to do that because
I think that's how they work. So they project a force field that will contain the explosion within like an area, and the damage inside that area is like massive.
Okay, that's irritating. Like looking up or thermal detonator, and it's like it decided to take me to a drink called the thermal detonator.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a drink that I'd like to drink. All right, so you roll that out just before the door closes. It will be. Do you have fast draw or anything like that for grenades and stuff?
For grenades, I do not think so. I've got ammo, knife, long arm, pistol for fast draw.
All right. Do you have throw or dex? Well, this will determine how effective.
Throwing, yes.
All right. So roll that. This will determine how effective it is.
Success
So-
by 4.
It will roll into the spot that you want it to roll. And I'm assuming that you want it to roll far enough away that it's not going to damage your elevator shaft.
That would be nice.
All right. Your door will close. The elevator will start to move. You're going, hurry up, move. There's going to be a earth-shattering boom or kaboom any moment. The elevator begins to move just as it is rocked by an explosion. You will head down to the ground floor.
I think we need to exit at a different.
I
alley.
mean, the basement level where you came in.
Well, yeah, where we came in, but you were saying that access back there went past multiple storefronts and whatever. So I'm thinking we need to go to a different one, not the one we came in on.
All right. Catalana, she'll start questioning. What is it you want with me?
This is probably where Bosco should lean in pretty close and whisper to her about the truth.
There's nobody. Well, okay. I'm still not going to be 100% direct. Hopefully, she'll get it.
Right? Yeah.
But I say, let's just say, we're friends and we have some friends in common that care about your well-being. And I try to do that in my most charming, charismatic way.
So
Maybe diplomacy.
diplomacy sounds like.
And then I can add my charisma.
Yes. I'm going to assess a penalty. Let's say -4 because she's rattled, yeah.
And I do have the. It says I have a sense of duty to the rebel cause. If I could throw in some of my language to sort of reference that, then I would get another +2 for sense of duty when the cause.
You would have to then come clean and say, we're from the rebels.
What I would do is I would suggest we can't use names, huh?
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
But I could do it by title. I could be, we're a certain ship captain who's also our friend.
Yeah, that's really tough. Relating that in this case.
At the moment, she's hostile towards you, and she thinks you're hostiles.
Well, if she continues to think we're hostile, it doesn't necessarily end this. She'll find out soon enough. Good God.
So -4.
You don't have Mel's dice.
All right, that will.
By 9. You said by -4. That's 5. That's pretty awesome.
All right. So, while she doesn't completely believe you. She's less obstructive. So she sort of goes along with what you're saying, and she at least has an idea that you're friends.
All right, Tiny. We need to know the route's clear. Give us the status on any imps between here and there.
Yeah, she's gonna have to ditch the access point and come with us.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was forgetting she was out there too.
Okay. No, we go a couple of storefronts down, and come out there, and we're just gonna have to take a peek, unless they have like a friggin' peephole or something.
No, they don't.
Well, they ought to. This is ultra tech.
Well, I'm sure there's a camera on the panel.
There you go, camera, door cam. Check the door cam. Make sure nobody's there.
It is relatively clear at this point.
Clear enough.
Though it's probably less crowded than before because there's shooting up going on, so people have cleared the area, and then there's obviously some people that are rubbernecking, checking out what's going on.
Well, hopefully we're behind them and not in front of them.
All right, so you will exit with Catalana. She is going along with you at this point. What is your plan from here?
Got to get back to the ship.
So you start beeline for the ship.
Let's see. We need to alert Kira and tell her we're coming in. We need to get transport to get there. I don't know how far it is.
Well, you can walk there. You could walk there in like 10 minutes. Take the various travelators and moving sidewalks.
Travelators.
Are you not familiar with that term?
I don't think I've heard that term before.
So an travelator is an escalator that's flat.
Oh, a slidewalk.
That's just sidewalk.
Moving side.
I've not heard them called slidewalks.
That's about right.
Yeah, that is totally about right. It's like I've never heard travelators and always thought of them as slidewalks, and the inverse is apparently true.
Let's do this. We have tactics points.
Yep.
We have a vehicle.
Yep. Burning a tactics point, because look at that. We had a vehicle squared away.
We already called Uber.
All right, so you've called an Uber.
Well, we probably just rented one. Yeah,
Or
rented
whatever.
rented a speeder.
Okay. You will have a speeder. Who's driving?
Not me. I've got my head on a swivel. I'm trying to make sure that the pirates don't come charging toward us. So we have a shootout on the road.
All right, Daryl can drive.
Is it
Right.
Daryl
Is
or
it
was
Daryl?
it Nim?
Well, I have piloting contragravity.
That's
That would be
that'll
it.
work.
Right.
I've
You're
got
better
that
with
as
the
well.
actual
That's-
flying things.
Well, pilot. I think contragrav is what the isn't that what speeders use?
Actually, now
Yes.
that you say that.
Well,
Yeah,
you want me to make a roll?
You can make a roll, please.
The GCA data file that I had actually had speeder in there, so I have speeder. That may actually be contragrav, I guess.
Same
Yeah,
still.
I think I had that as well, and I went and changed it to contragravity just to make it more GURPSy.
Wow.
Why not?
How
That's
do you like
sweet.
them apples?
Sweet.
All right. Well, you will fire this speeder up. You will load everyone into it and begin to take off, significantly cutting down the travel time to get to the hangar bay. As you're driving off, luck you had your head on a swivel.
Yep.
You will see that the pirates are exfiltrating the hotel, but there seems to be one less
Fewer.
or one fewer.
They seem to be missing one.
They will.
The redhead, is it?
No, not the redhead.
It's going to be Drooly because the other guy was at the vehicle.
Yeah, so
It's not the redhead.
unfortunately-
it's not the critter. It's Drooly.
unfortunately, Drooly is otherwise he's probably drooling somewhere else on the walls.
I guess that that napkin didn't do anything for him.
It was a ballistic napkin.
They-
Oh my God.
And because this is cinematic, as you're speeding away, the hairy guy will notice you speeding away with the target, and they will run to their speeder. And
Damn it! The cameraman gave us away.
they will be off after you.
Right. Looks like I'm
Nim is
going to
gonna-
unhinder my or unlimber my rifle again.
Nim is going to ask Catalana why the pirates are after you.
She says, I don't know. And she says, I truly don't know.
Does anybody have body language or detect lies just to make sure?
I think Boz does.
Yeah.
No
I
need to
do.
roll. You can tell body language and detect lies. She truly doesn't know why they're after her. Why the pirates are, anyway.
I'm sure she knows what she's doing, and she's some sort of informant for the rebels. She can't be that clueless.
Well, she doesn't know exactly why pirates would be after her. All right.
Yeah, she may be gathering intel, but she may not know how that relates to the pirates, if it does at all.
Um,
And that would be ideal for a spy to actually not know that kind of detail.
all right. So you guys will arrive at the hangar ahead of the pirates.
What? We didn't get to chase?
Oh, don't worry. That's coming up.
But it's going to be in a spaceship.
You will enter the hangar bay. Kira will tell you over the comms that she's preparing the ship. But she says, yeah, there's all sorts of things going on. Apparently,
Yep.
there was an explosion. Security have been alerted.
Luck is going to glance at his chronometer that's like probably hanging in the HUD of his suit, and he's going to comment. It's like, and in a couple seconds here, they're going to be freaking out when that Corvette shows up. Right about now.
And she'll also say, port control has cancelled all departures. So if we're going to leave, we're not going to be doing it with their blessing. Where's my...
Let's see. How do we care about that?
Well, ultimately, I think if there are legal consequences for a
recognize
hasty
this.
departure, it's going to be on Kira and not us specifically.
Until Kira accidentally eats a blaster bolt and Daryl has to take over as the ship captain.
Well, the legal system may not know that occurred.
This looks like a very familiar map. Where did you get this, Frankie?
It's one of the cyber maps.
Ah, okay.
It's a Patreon that I'm subscribed to.
All right, because it reminds me of a map that I've seen in, I want to say, the very first Starfinder adventure.
Oh.
Which I may have used with my Verge game.
Now I kind of remember.
I'm going to have to close some images here. We know who's who. All right, so you guys will get there when exit and safety is that way. So your escape, once you're off the map, you have effectively escaped. And bad guys are coming this way.
Right, bad guys are coming from the right. We're running to the left.
Correct.
The enemy is down.
The enemy's gate is down.
Except they are one less.
Fewer.
They're missing one.
All right, situate yourselves.
Well, can we put our... Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, what are our parameters?
Stay within that.
We seem to be missing a character in this. Where's our precious cargo?
Right.
Where is... I should do that. Fantasy Grounds should index their images. If you have lots of tokens, it can take a while.
Oh. I don't know. I got into the habit of actually cleaning out my tokens. So I'm not using all of them at the same time. Nice.
Situate her where you like. All right. We will go to combat.
All right. Okay, so pirates are over there. Okay. Well, I can. Nim is going to bolt, and I should be able to get around there-ish.
I'm going to roll for sort of combat paralysis for the Diplomat. Kind of like a fright check. Actually, fright check's probably the
Yeah, it could work.
The table to work off. All right, so she's having a bit of a freak out. She's not moving on her own accord. So if you need to move her, you have to drag her until she succeeds her will roll.
Point of order, you may need to yank Bosco out of the combat tracker and put a new one because it's
The new character.
Old.
I just thought you thought my character was old.
Yes, he just
Well, it's not
went
that old.
down in the turn order. Do you guys see the turn order?
Okay, yeah. Yes.
All right.
Right. So, in that case, seeing that she is like that, Luck is going to basically drag her to the ground.
All right. She will.
Cover.
She has no way to sort of resist, so she's just sort of panicked. You drag her behind the boxes.
Shout, tell her, stay down.
So, Daryl.
Yes. Daryl is going to make a run for some cover.
Didn't get to show you my ISB agents.
We might have seen them as we were exfiltrating.
I'm going to show them. because I want to see if you guys recognize. Sorry to bring this up halfway through the combat, but I remember it now.
Is it only halfway through the combat now?
Do you recognize the likeness?
Yeah, let's see. The woman looks like Scarlett Johansson a little bit,
Correct.
and the guy actually looks like Mal.
Like from Firefly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bingo. 2 for 2.
Damn.
Well, okay. Also, Mulder and Scully.
They are absolutely the Mulder and Scully of the ISB. They need to become recurring characters now.
Yeah, they've
'cause
got
they're like,
they've got named.
Brilliant.
They're named characters. All right, so Tina,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just going to. I'm just going to remove
she'll
her.
dive for cover.
So she's skipped.
That's reasonable. She'll stick with the armor guy.
All right, this guy will take some aim.
Who's he aiming at? I can't see a lot of us.
Are you guys behind full cover, or are you head and shoulders cover?
I dragged her completely down, and it's like so. At the moment, I'm behind cover.
So he'll take a step and aim. The only guy that he can see running. Whoops, wrong guy.
What's the plan? Are we just running for our lives?
I think that is the plan mostly. I mean, if you kill him, I mean, we are talking about Luck and Daryl here, so maybe you could just drop all three of them. But yeah, the objective is to flee.
Objective is to keep the primary or the precious cargo safe.
Objective is to flee with the Diplomat intact.
Okay. Where the heck am I?
Whose turn is it?
It's me, but I don't see my character. Luck.
Oh, that's right. When I dropped you on the sheet, it made you disappear.
Wow,
There you
you're
go.
a damn ninja.
It should have stayed
Is
hidden.
but it's not showing as his turn though.
Well, it was my turn. Yeah.
Okay, now
I saw Daryl cover there.
yeah, you're kind of out in the middle right now.
Is there room
What's
for
his
cover?
move? Yeah, he can get up there and get cover.
I'm gonna move over here.
Hide behind the Wookiee.
I'm gonna, use as much cover as I can, but I'm doing a move and attack. So I'm just gonna see if I get lucky with a hit.
Right.
Need to roll a 3.
Well,
-6 for range.
And then minus bulk.
I have close quarters combat, which negates my bulk penalty.
no, it doesn't negate the bulk penalty. What it does is increases your skill, and the bulk
Up
penalty.
to.
All your penalties come from it.
Yep. So I have a +2 to my skill, and I have a -2 to my bulk. So they cancel
okay,
out.
so it does. Gotcha.
Now I just confused myself. Okay, so I was assuming I have a carbine that I had the multispectral laser when you're within the half damage range. I don't know if that's a valid thing, because I didn't use it last time.
So you're using one of the Stormtrooper carbines?
I have just the carbine from Ultra Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, he grabbed one of the
So this is just Stormtrooper.
probably.
It doesn't have any fancy stuffs.
Well, I would have bought it with it if I could. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so this is one
I
that
have
you
my own.
bought. So this is not the one that you picked up from the Stormtroopers in the first session.
No, because you
Right.
said
So those I guess those are still at the warehouse.
All right.
No, so I carry mine in my medicine bag, kind of concealed.
I guess that counts as medicine.
Anyway, so -6 for the range. What other penalties?
It cures headaches.
That's the only penalty at this point.
Sorry, I just okay. And then so that 2 shots.
Since you missed anyway, it's the bulk penalty or -2, whichever is worse.
Hmm.
And I just remembered that it's kind of pointless for pistols because their bulk penalty is no
Is it
more
two?
than the -2.
Right.
So
Yeah, because
you might
like
want to
some of
recover
the,
those points.
no, because some of the carbines are like minus. No, because if I didn't do that, I
Oh,
would
wait.
have a
No, that's for the
-2.
carbine. Never mind. Damn it, I got confused.
Alright,
Habits.
Catalana gets to make her will roll. Alright, she will snap out of it.
Damn, by 7.
Does
Yeah,
carbine
she
have a
cowboyed straight up.
carbine have a bulk of 2?
No, it'll
Mine
be
has a bulk
3
of
or
3.
4.
Yeah, whatever. Nim is in the midst of a complex operation. I am going to vault this barrier here and end up on the other side.
Alright.
I'm already at a
Behind
full
full
run.
cover.
And the dice really try to screw me over,
But you succeeded by 1.
but I got there.
Alright, so you're going to be behind full cover at this point?
Yeah.
Alright. So you're not going to get shot in the back. So sad.
All right, so Luck is going to pop up and take some shots at the target. I guess at Space Pirate 2.
Alright, so
Pew,
-2 for the pop-up.
Wow, I missed. But that was a pretty crappy roll. It could have been slightly worse, but yeah.
Are you doing a proper pop-up, so you go up and then back down?
Yeah, probably. I'd forgotten to add the additional -2, so that'd have been -4.
Alright.
We probably don't need the starter circle anymore.
Okay. In which general direction is the ship?
If you make it to the other side, or the left-hand side of the map, if you disappear off the map, you are safe.
Okay. Daryl is going to run for the ship to get it up and running.
We got what's her face already on the ship. Remember
Well, I guess that's true. We do.
the dwarf lady.
She's already doing some preps.
Ah, gotcha.
We want to see. We want to see that bowcaster in action, bro. We want to hit the guy. I want you to hit the guy and send him flying.
Excellent.
Bowcasters should have double knockback just because it's a bowcaster.
So Daryl is going to. Can I see Space Pirate 2?
Yeah,
Yes.
2 is pretty much in the open. That's the not a Wookiee thing, right?
Okay. That's a -6. Oh boy.
You'd be at a further -2 for pop-up attack if you're going to do that.
Yes.
Damn, I completely screwed up the range too.
So we'd be at -8. Ha ha ha. Well, why not?
Shots on goal. Not today.
Now this is a proper Star Wars shootout where everybody's missing.
That's right.
This guy goes behind cover.
These kids. Sorry. How do I target again? Is it Alt?
Control click.
Control. You must learn control.
Okay. 15-yard range. I'm just gonna pop out again. I'm gonna do a pop out.
All right, so given your position, I'm going to give this guy partial cover, so he's going to be -2, further -2, because of you're shooting over this thing.
Oh. Can I run out 1 yard, shoot him, and then run back?
Then you're doing a move and attack.
So I'll do that. Move and attack.
You could do that with extra effort. Do a giant step, in which case it counts as a step, not a move.
Okay, I'll do that. Extra effort. So -1 to my fatigue.
Yep.
And then just do an attack, right?
Yeah, you step out 1, do your thing, step back.
It is still a pop-up, so you're at -2 for the pop-up. But you're not going to be a further -2, unless... So step out to where you want to step out. It's still partial cover.
Okay.
Your arrow
so
intersects the corner of that
Is that
vehicle.
a -2?
So still a -2.
Maybe a -1.
Yeah, we'll do a -1. So range, plus -1.
Oh, I rolled twice by accident, I think. Maybe not.
Wow.
No, you didn't. Yeah, that's
I
one.
didn't. I forgot
That
to add
one,
the.
right?
Range +5.
It was
Yeah.
wrong number. It's just -5.
So
But,
that's going to
I got it. It's my
be...
modifier.
Gonna be a
One hit.
miss if he's got the -2 for the pop-up.
And
Right.
then the +1 for the laser sight.
All right, so you rolled a 13. What's your skill?
14.
14
So you're going to be
-5 for the
Minus
range.
-5 for the range, -1 for the... So -6 for the cover.
-7.
Um,
-8 total.
-2, 5, -1 for cover.
So that's gonna be a
minus-
miss.
Oh, yeah. 8.
Definitely
actually.
a miss. All right, so you fire up some shots, and they just fly around this guy. All right, Catalana. She is just going to wait unless instructed otherwise.
Let's see. Well, if she's feeling bold, she may grab the pistol that is holstered at Luck's side.
She is a diplomat. Let's have a reaction. Universe reaction.
Is she an action girl?
She has to
diplomat?
be on a good. Then she knows how to use a blaster.
All right, let's see what you roll.
Luck, you can make the roll.
Ah! I can't make the roll. That's going to mess up all my modifiers. I got to
Oh, okay. Someone else can make the roll.
No, I got it.
Actually, I can make the roll for you.
You just pull your
No,
pull your mods.
Yeah, that's what I did. She's
She's
like,
a-
nope.
She's a true diplomat.
Yep.
So she's just waiting until told otherwise.
I was gonna say, no, she pulls Luck's sidearm, and Luck reflexively elbows her in the face because he just attacked him. Nim is basically just moving to a position where he can render assistance.
All right, Luck.
All right, so Luck is coming up. This is not a pop-up because he is remaining crouched, so it's like probably upper chest to head's the only things that is exposed.
Are you
And
shooting?
firing.
Well, it's still a pop-up because you don't have eyes on the target when you first do it, but you're just not
Well, I would have missed
popping
anyway.
back.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Daryl.
This is why I should be freaking aiming, damn it.
But also, a pop-up attack is when you're in cover, like when they can't shoot you.
When you can't see them as well.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's a pop-up attack, they can't target you.
Correct.
Right, I know, but
But
I was
Luck has
planning-
decided to stay up. All
I'm
right.
gonna start aiming and shooting them in the throat.
You will... let me just do the moves. He's behind full cover.
Anybody have grenades?
He goes behind full cover. All right. Before you take your turn, you will hear the voice of one of the pirates. He will growl. We're not after you. We're just after the girl. Give us the girl, and the rest of you can leave. Any replies? Otherwise, we will go straight back into combat.
Oh, I'm about to give them. Unfortunately for them, my reply is kind of explosive.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna take a wait, or I'm gonna basically do opportunity fire here. So I'm gonna watch one hex.
So you're popping up.
Yep. So I'm gonna peek out, and then I'm gonna watch the hex where the guy ran behind cover. So the one that he has to pop out to shoot.
Well,
And then-
they all have to pop out to shoot.
What's that?
They all have to pop out to shoot.
Yeah. So
So Pirate
I'm
1,
watching the
which hex are you going to watch?
Pirate 1.
Okay, so which hex are you watching though?
Mark it.
Let's just watch 2 because I think you're gonna make it complicated for me. So the one to his left and then the one like forward and to his left. I'm not sure how to mark.
So, can you move Nim's thing?
Probably not.
You might have to make your own. So just hold down, I think it's control for a circle, and then just both mouse buttons and drag.
Well, you
Yeah,
probably
control is
wanna
the circle.
Stay there. Yeah, there you go.
Those two.
Yeah, you did that last time. You'll remember.
So you're watching those two hexes.
I'm watching those two, so that's a -1. If he pops out to shoot, I'm going to shoot first.
Right up. What's Catalana doing?
We don't know. What is she doing?
She's just waiting. Have you given any instructions?
Other than stay down, no.
Alright, then she will stay down.
My God, there are W's.
Actually, do we have a target icon?
Hmm?
In our assortment of icon tokens, do we have a target symbol?
What do you mean?
Like
I mean, what kind of
Circle with
like
crosshairs.
a crosshair.
No.
Alright, so the W's indicate that's where you're watching.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I mean, there were a bunch of counters in there that could potentially work for that. Why has the chime got to be different every time? That's annoying. So last round, Nim poked his head out and saw that all the bad guys were heading for covered positions and not useful to him. So,
I should actually do this.
now, is this one already set up for line of sight?
No.
Well, we know where they are.
Well, you can't see them.
Actually, I might be able to see them.
Okay, well, Nim is going to relocate to different cover.
Are you going to be behind full cover?
Ideally, yes.
Alright, so you can't see. You're not looking
No,
out.
I'm not looking out at this point. I'm getting arranged.
Alright, is that all you're doing?
Yeah, just the move.
Oh crap, we're at time.
Technically, we got started a little late.
How can people go over time? It's usually Nosh that's strapped for time.
I'm good.
Alright. Everyone else good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
we're
mean-
good for now.
I'm good 45 minutes or so.
Alright, let's try and speed this up then.
Okay. So, Luck might actually be able to see the guy he was targeting because he's got the hyperspectral visor in the his heavily modified outfit. It's Theseus's armor. You know, it started out as stormtrooper armor, but he's basically replaced all of these parts over the years, so it's kind of different. So I don't know if he can actually. Let's see. How does that? So it's electronically fused passive radar, infrared, visual, and ultraviolet imagery. Any lighted all. Okay. That has the infrared, so he might be able to see him. It depends on what those boxes are. But regardless, he is aiming at that hex with a plan on taking a shot at the dude when he presumably pops up to do what I'm doing.
Alright, then roll your senses op skill.
Well, let's see if I have.
And what
that.
penalties is it to see through stuff?
I have no idea.
Well, let's see if it's going to really matter.
Oof, I am not great at sensors,
Is it penetrating?
especially when I roll like that. I
So-
thought it was.
Even if it is penetrating,
I
that's a
may have
failed
been-
roll.
I may have been looking at the wrong one. I'll have to double check. But regardless, he's planning on operating on the presumption that the guy is going to do like Luck does, pop up to sort of brace.
Well, I mean, you know where he is. If he pops up, you can just watch that hex anyway.
But I am aiming at that hex.
Yeah. If it's only one hex, you can aim at it.
Alright, so Daryl.
So Daryl Daryl can't see anyone. Is that correct?
Correct.
Daryl is going to simply watch this hex here. That hex right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is a difficult color to see.
Black.
You should change
That's
it
why
to
black
brown.
is awesome.
That's why black is awesome.
Yeah, my bad.
You should change
You'll
it to
hear-
brown to match your skin color, your hair color.
You'll hear the voice of the guy that was over here. He'll say, "Last chance. Turn her over."
What's the radius on a thermal detonator?
I'm not sure. Give me a perception roll, please. Daryl.
Did you actually remove
you
them
actually
off
remove
the
them off?
combat tracker?
No, I made them invisible.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, perception by 5. Good roll.
All right. Since you're watching over here, through the corner of your eye, you will see this guy sneaking around in a sort of crouch, heading towards you.
Okay.
Does Luck's helmet obscure? Is it like peripheral? Does it give you tunnel vision?
Nope.
Okay, I guess Luck can make a perception roll as well.
As I'm clicking to get the thing. Denied.
So you're focusing on your target. Bosco.
Okay, so nobody popped out on my end.
Nope.
Okay. Potentially, I will do a move and attack. I'm gonna run. Oh, so he runs over to this crate,
Okay.
kind of like sidestepping and looking in the direction of where the pirates were at.
You still don't see any of them.
I don't see them. So, but I can see that corner, right? So I don't see anybody in that corner where the W's are at. So I'm gonna yell out to Daryl, like, I don't see them. They might be trying to flank you from your left, but I suppose you would have line of sight there as well.
Well, he can actually see this guy. He succeeded his perception by lots.
Right, but I don't know that, so I'm just yelling that out.
Yeah. He appreciates it anyway.
So I will watch. Let me try to mark this hexagon. I'm going to watch that hex from where I'm at. So I'm sort of peeking around the corner.
Okay.
If they try to come back around, I'm going to fire. And can I also aim at this point? I heard somebody say we can aim.
Yes,
if
you
we
can
want to
aim
watch
at one
it.
hex, yes.
Well, you did just do a full move, though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so that's your
You're
turn.
right. You're right. Yeah. So, but I'm not in cover, so I'm still kind of peeking out because I want to see.
Should
I
be
want to be
fine.
able to see. I mean, I am in cover, but I'm not fully blocked.
Okay. Nim.
Just FYI, I do have visibility on the along that route, so if somebody's sticking out there,
All right, so you are no longer full cover.
I guess not. Did I just get here?
Yes, last turn you moved there.
Okay,
So
then
you're
at
going
this
to
point,
peer
I'm
around.
sticking my head out and looking. So at this point, then I will have visibility down that route, but I also should be able to see that guy.
So you can see both.
Okay.
They appear to be
Uh,
moving, using the cover to potentially flank you.
Okay. Looks like Daryl is got viz on the pirate number 1, so I
At
will
the
target
same
pirate number
time,
2.
he's also seen you, so...
I am, however, going to retreat back behind cover. I do have a HUD link on my pistol, which I have purchased separately, so I will be using that to corner shot, and I am aiming at 2.
All right, Luck.
Yep. I am double checking something. Give me just a second.
So at this point, it's only Daryl and Nim that can see these guys.
Where do you determine how much blast radius is?
By the explosion. So
Uh,
the explosion damage, and then
yeah, it's
third times its range.
Gotcha. So, did I get all this stuff right? I think I got all this stuff right. Probably not.
Actually, now that you mentioned that, I probably should pull up that sheet.
Bloop to
Oh,
that
right.
hit location.
Oh, are you actually targeting them directly?
Well, I was targeting that location, and then I'm
okay.
like, you know what? F this. I'm just going to engage with the grenades. That's why I have them.
All right, so
When's the last
that's
time I
going to
used that?
be.
Success by 13.
Does the grenade launcher have the same accuracy?
Yep.
What
No,
are
no,
the?
no, no, no. It does not have the same accuracy. It has slightly worse. But this rifle has ridiculous accuracy. I'm actually gonna have to go through here and double check and determine exactly what the accuracy is.
Because you've
Correct.
added plus 10 accuracy.
Uh-huh.
What are the stats on that?
For what? The
On the
damage?
grenade itself? Yeah, grenade damage.
Damn it! You'd have to ask me that. Why can't I copy? 60 times 3, armor divisor 10, crushing in ink. What is that?
60 times
Incinerating?
3
Are
is.
you sure it's armor divisor 10 because you're using hemp?
That is what it told me. Yeah, because it's 25 millimeter.
Right, but you're using a hemp warhead.
Yes.
So that's
Page
high explosive
155,
multi-purpose.
Yeah. Yep. Page
What's-
155 Ultratech, 25 millimeter, 60 times 3, armor divisor 10, crushing in ink plus linked 2D crushing EX.
Right.
Okay, so it's only going to do 2D to the guy.
No.
The explosive is 2D.
I need to see that. I'm having trouble visualizing this without. I can tell you exactly how this works. Just a second. Is that straight out of Ultratech?
Yes.
Yeah,
What
It's right
page?
there.
it
I
does
just
6
posted
dice
what
times
they are.
3.
There it
Yeah.
is. Okay. It will do the first one.
So 60 times
That's
3,
linked.
but that's
It's
not going to
linked,
be
it's
it.
not follow up. So that's just the
Boom.
the first one is direct damage. The second one is the collateral.
Right, so the box that you hit is going to explode, but the pirate's only going to be hit by the second one, right?
I guess that would be true unless he's behind it.
Oh, right,
Well, no,
this is
he's
not
exposed.
I mean, well, what I mean is he's shooting through the box. If he shoots through the box, is he
I'm
going
not
to hit him
shooting through the
behind it?
box. I'm shooting over the box and landing in that hex.
So it's like that.
It's arcing.
So roll.
Okay, got it.
It's only the 2D
Yeah, it will.
explosive that's going to hurt.
What's the range? Is that,
So
2x?
2 hexes. So minus 2D minus divided by 6.
Okay.
That's lame.
Max
So
damage is
1
gonna
damage.
be pretty short too.
Yeah, you want to get a direct hit on that one, I believe, to be effective.
I think you want to be for that sort of stuff. You want to be
Yeah.
using high explosive.
Yeah, that's the wrong
Yeah,
one for this.
I thought that what whoops. I clearly got the wrong ones.
All right, so that's pirate.
Now that does do fragmentation though, so that is a separate one. 1d plus 1 on frag. Is he armored?
No.
Oh,
Do you want to roll 3 dice?
Hang on.
Why
Let's
wouldn't I
see,
do
so the
that?
range is still 2. Skill roll for the fragmentation is
15.
going to be 15.
So 15 or less. Rate a fire of
Need that.
3 for extra
Yeah.
fragments.
Oh, hold on. Let me damn it, I needed to add another one.
Yeah, really, when you're dealing with fragmentation, you need to add that as a separate attack mode.
15 skill what was the rate of fire what?
3.
3. Or recoil 3.
Oh yeah, recoil 3.
Rate of fire is infinite, effectively.
So what do I put in there? Like
You can just
99?
Put 99 or whatever.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're not counting shots, so. All right, so that'll be 2 hits. So roll your damage.
and that'll be full damage, right, for the fragments?
And this
Yeah,
is
that's
cutting.
1d+1 cutting.
That should still fuck him up.
Oh yeah.
Dude, a direct hit would have like destroyed him.
So that's 6 and roll random hits.
Yeah, direct hit would have vaporized the guy.
All right. So, ooh.
Ooh.
Ow. Nick.
Ow, ow, ow.
So that's
Both are the neck.
wow.
Wait. The first one is wrong because I had a bunch of. Wait, why did I have plus? I had a bunch of stupid extra crap in there. So that's hit
12.
location.
So that's like an arm or something, arm or a leg. So that'll just be the normal 6
Man,
damage.
both of them did that. Why are they adding that?
Did they?
No, the second one
Yeah,
was
both of them 3d6 plus 7, 3d6 plus 7.
That's weird.
Ah,
Okay, I've clearly I got to okay, let me clear that out. And
yeah, why did it not clear on the first roll?
I think what happened is I think I accidentally dragged it onto an existing quick key down there.
Hmm.
It
Alright,
just
so-
added it. Hold on, let me just do them again. That's so cheek and elbow. So I know they're not cheaty.
So the second one, what was the damage for the second one? 5. So 7 to the elbow is going to cripple it.
Yeah.
I need to step away. So, do you want me to just take my turn quickly?
Yep, it's your turn.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's quite hurt. Alright. That will freak the guy out a little bit. So, these dudes. Alright.
How do you arc that shot at that close range?
I am just that good.
Alright, so this guy is going to pop up. And he will just take aim. He's going to take I'm assuming Daryl has gone behind cover. Step and wait. He's hurting.
He don't feel too good. He also got thrown to the ground very roughly.
Do they have high pain? Yes, they do.
Geez, everything we run into has high pain threshold. That's cheaty, Jam.
Not everything.
No, that's like when we were playing what is it, the D&D thing. Damn it, Pathfinder. That campaign.
And
He's
big
feeling
campaign.
sad, so he's going to go behind cover. Bosco.
All right. This whole cover thing's killing me. All right. So can I see Space Pirate?
Yes. That's it, provided you're not behind full cover.
No, I was like looking out on my previous round.
Okay. So then you will have Space Pirate actually aiming at you.
But okay. So he's aiming at me. I'm aiming at him.
It's only
I
fair.
am going to
So you'll spend this turn aiming?
what's his cover? Like is he
No,
light or the modifier?
Light cover, so -2.
I'm just gonna shoot and then jump behind my crate.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, come on. And I think I'm gonna use my luck. So I get to roll 2 more times.
Go for it.
Yep. That's better.
Alright, so you'll get 1 hit.
But I forgot to add my modifiers
yeah,
again.
one hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, based off your previous shot.
Yeah, it should have been a
Yeah.
7 for an even.
So that's 1
So
hit.
one hit.
Damn it,
Yeah,
he's
you
going to
hit
lose his aim.
All right. So what I roll damage? Oh no, he's got a dodge or something.
He's going to attempt to dodge. Do your damage.
Ooh, that's
That
a
is
rough
not gonna
dodge.
cut it.
By 6 fail. Pew!
Ouch.
That's gonna hurt.
Just a bit.
Are you going for center of mass or are you going to roll random hit?
I'll do a random hit.
You can't do random on cover unless you're not taking the cover penalty and you're actually hitting cover.
Right, okay. So center of
Okay,
mass then.
center mass.
Alright, major wound. Shakes off the major wound. But center of mass, you can roll for vitals. Roll a d6. If you roll a 1, it hits the vitals. Oof.
Bing.
Ouch.
That's 1, 2. He's going to be out.
That's vital strike. That's times 3. Oof.
What's 17 times 3? 30, 51.
Wait, hold on. Not to be the... Okay, so it's going to be times 2, not times 3,
burning.
because it's a tight beam burning.
His tight beam burning only times 2 on the vitals.
Yep. Yeah.
Ooh.
Vital strike. Heart, lungs, kidneys, etc. If from rear, this is spine. Increase the wounding modifier for any impaling or any piercing attack to times 3. Increase the wounding modifier for a tight beam burning attack to times 2. Other attacks
Okay.
cannot target the vitals.
I
But
did not know that.
Yeah, neither did
Yeah.
I. I was just like looking at
I
the
guess
chest,
we'd never
like,
actually
is
run
one
into that.
actually? Yeah, because usually we're using slug throwers.
All right, so he succeeds his death
Still-
roll.
That's still going to really hurt.
But now, what was his health roll? Succeed by 6. So even at the -5 for the vitals, he shakes it off.
You realize you're going to roll
don't
an
know if I'd go
18
that
next round when he's like, I can do this all death thump.
Atlana,
Realizing she doesn't like this situation at all.
No, but she'll stay behind cover unless told otherwise.
Stay down until this pews stop flying. I am going to shift target because I think 2 is probably rethinking his life choices right now.
Yeah, actually, I'm about to shift fire to 1.
And
Probably going to try to kill steal from you.
yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, I'm aiming at 1.
I am not aiming at 1. I am shifting fire and giving him some pews.
Give him hell.
And I fail by 1. That is really, really sad.
I'm back. Is Pirate 1 still up?
Yep.
All right, well, we'll try this again.
Why the hell not?
All right, so you're sticking your face out.
Yeah, pop out.
All right, so he took weight after your last attack, so he's going to get a shot at you. That's number 1. Success. Oh shit! I didn't do the range penalty.
-4.
-4, so that's a success by 4. That's going to be 3 shots.
But he's going to have some cover. So...
-4, so succeeds by 2. That's going to be 2 hits. Yeah, we'll say 2 hits. We'll give you -3 cover. So, Darryl, you're going to be hit twice. You may dodge.
I'll try.
Do that feverish dodge music.
Yeah, I guess it'll have to be a feverish dodge at the expense of
Fatigue.
1 fatigue point. And that gives me what to my dodge?
+2. You could also dive prone for a further +3.
Well, I think I'll just do a feverish dodge.
You'll be fine.
See?
So
Success by 1.
so you dodge both. A few of your hairs got singed.
Yes.
Uh-oh. That's going to make him really angry.
All right, now you can have your attack. Since you've already rolled, I'll let you re-roll. Since you did that out of turn.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Josh was like,
yeah.
okay. And he rolled the... Yeah, well,
Still not
well,
well.
That's a
It's
pretty
all
rough
good.
shot, apparently.
It's only -4. Oh no, you did the pop-up.
Yeah.
Okay. He's still conscious, but I don't think he wants to fight at the moment.
Okay, we'll call this one a draw.
So this guy... Oh, he's being shot at. He doesn't like being shot at, so he's just going to move and attack. There's 3 people targeting him. He'll have a shot at luck. There'll be lots of penalties. I'll just roll to see if it matters. Doesn't matter. He falls asleep. Okay. Those of you that are behind the crates with Catalana,
Yep.
blast of fire will impact around you. coming from
where?
this direction.
From behind us?
Yes. And
Yeah, the guy at their ship showed up.
yes. Bosco.
Okay. Bosco knows he got a pretty good hit on the leader last time, right? But he's gonna pop out from cover. Does he see Space Pirate 1 or the leader?
Negative on both.
Okay. Then he will assume the pirate is down. The leader maybe went down or is crawling away. He didn't know about the other one. He's
And you
gonna
won't
run.
know about the one behind you.
No. Then he's gonna run over to where Daryl's at. So move over there and just kind of slide behind cover.
All
As
right.
he's doing that, did he see anybody in his line of sight?
No.
Okay, he's like, Daryl, I think I got one of them. I got a good hit. I saw him
should
go
still-
down, but
Nim should still have visual on number 1.
Yeah, that stands to reason.
Sweet, and you aimed. So time for you to roll a 3.
We'll give him partial cover.
Yeah, how about a 13? All right, here we go. I finally get to fire. Let's see. That, not that,
Ah,
that, and that, and that, and that. -2 cover, you say?
damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
I could have used just a little bit extra. Uh-huh.
Wow.
What did I fucking tell you?
So roll again to see for check for malfunction. So just roll skill
Right.
because I think ultra tech weapons are verified malfunctions. So no malfunction.
Yeah.
Right. So Luck is going to wheel around and keep the box between him and anybody on the right side while duck walking. So he is basically providing additional cover to Katarina while he is orienting towards the new guy. I think that's going to basically be a move. So he is not going to be shooting this round.
So you could do a step and aim.
But I have to turn completely around.
That's you can do a
Okay,
full turn
then
as part of a
that's
step.
what he's going to be doing. And something that I have evidently been overlooking is my bionic eye provides me with telescopic vision 1. So when I aim, I can reduce range penalties by 2.
Cool.
Which I've been
No.
freaking. Yep, I'm reading it. Each level lets you ignore -1 in range penalties to vision rolls at all times, or
That's for
-2 in
vision
range
rolls, that's
penalties
not-
if you take an aim maneuver to zoom in on a particular target.
Yeah, you still have to aim, and you still have to.
That's why I said
it's just a
when
scope.
I aim.
It wouldn't add for the scope though.
Huh?
You don't. When aiming, you could use your bionic eye or you could use your scope. You can't use both.
Okay.
Oh, did it have a scope on it?
Yes, I have a scope on it. Remember, none of my stuff is factory original anymore.
Daryl. Is Daryl doing anything? Daryl.
What can I see? What can I see in terms of enemy?
I guess if you turn... No, you can't see that person. Yeah, you can't see that person. So, yeah, you can't see anyone.
Okay.
You know where one guy is likely going to be this one.
could probably start doing a tactical retreat towards the ship.
Well, Daryl is just going to hang out and wait until he either hears that we should be retreating or see somebody he can shoot at.
So, you take aim on a location?
Not really, no.
All right, so staying behind cover.
Yeah.
Still not feeling well. Actually, I'll just skip him because he's not in any mood to fight. This guy will stick his head around the side. The only one that he can sort of see is Nim, so he will take aim. And this one is just going to take aim at Catalana. Bosco.
I think Bosco is going to use some of his CQB training, and he's going to have his carbine up, and he's going to slowly go down the side.
Carve that pie, bro.
So you can do half move, I think, in a crouch.
I think it's 2/3.
He's not crouching. I mean, he's just moving.
I'm the one that's crouching.
Okay.
Does anybody pop up in my line of sight when I move that way?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Well, we have detected we are being flanked, so I am. Nim is going to relocate after cursing heavily.
All right. So he will lose his aim.
Now he's completely giving up on that target.
No, I mean the other guy, the pirate, will lose his aim on you. All right. So just moving.
Yeah, just move.
All right. So luck.
Pew! 3 shots to the neck. Success
Nice.
by 9. He made a
I
mistake.
wondering where that's
Well,
been.
I have not been aiming because I was making the whole mistake of, hey, I've got a 13. That's not terrible.
Roll your damage.
Oof, fail by 6. This is gonna really hurt, bro. Here, have 23 points to the neck and
Ow.
13 points to the neck. That's pretty crappy. And 22 points to the neck.
All right. So was the neck doubled for tight beam burn?
That's a really good question.
That was 1.5, I think. I think it was.
Something like that.
All right. So what do we got? 36, 58.
Bad enough on its own.
Neck.
So that's 4 death
10,
rolls.
10, neck and throat, increasing wounding modifier, crushing and corrosives to times 1.5, and that is cutting to times 2. It doesn't say anything about tight beam.
Never mind, he fails his first death roll.
Hey, Daryl, I think we're gonna exit with a ship for you.
Excellent.
Since that's to the neck,
Who did you just decapitate?
The guy that was
sorry,
charging
wrong
up
one.
behind us.
So Nim is going to pop around that cover to see a head fly off.
Just to see the guy going down as, his neck's on fire.
I see the blaster bolts flying towards my left, from my left.
Tango down.
Roger.
Okay.
Roger.
So
What?
Can
Roger, where? Where's the droids? Where's the droids?
can I see anyone at all?
Space Pirate 1 is not hurt. It's Space
Although
Pirate
he
3 that's hurt.
Although
I think it's
one
Felix.
is probably reconsidering his life.
Fine.
That's it. You guys are going to bracket him.
Space Pirate 1 is totally the chick with the deformed spine. That's why everybody kept missing her, because, she bends weird.
All right, so do you want to do a move and attack, Daryl?
Let's see here. That would be a what? -4 plus the range?
Sounds rightish.
Or is that only for melee? And
Well,
You're at a
But,
bulk penalty.
that's it. Bulk, which is -8.
Wow.
I'm not even going to try that.
I didn't think it was that big.
Really? -8? That's crazy.
Well, apparently that's what it was in that resource.
That's really bulky.
Yeah, what's a rifle?
What's a crossbow? There'd be no worse than a crossbow. Let's have a quick look.
Wouldn't a bowcaster be Wookiee size though?
410.
Maybe.
Certainly isn't going to be human sized.
Well,
Oh,
Han
don't
was
have
able to
crossbow.
fire it, no problem.
Crossbow is bulk -6.
And so bowcaster wouldn't be any more than that. Make the roll anyway. You might hit.
All right.
But if he doesn't want to hit, because he might critically fail, and the thing will explode, we'll have to get a new pilot.
And
See? See? He rolled a 17.
All right, so roll again to see if there's a malfunction.
Sure.
All right, no malfunction.
Somewhere, Mel is laughing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this pirate is going to have a shot at Daryl.
Now,
The
he needs to roll an 18.
-4 range penalty, so it's a success by 1. So 2 shots will hit Daryl.
Okay, I'll do another feverish dodge.
Well,
All right, not a problem. You dodge. Some more
You showed
hair
that
is singed.
spine lady that you can bend weird too.
He's
Just-
no longer crouching behind the cover. He's stood up because there's obviously no cover. So
not that
Bosco,
it's
you
gonna
can see him.
affect anything at this point, but are you remembering the size mod for him?
I did. Won't have made any difference.
Not in this case, no.
Hey, just a quick comment. Earlier, and I still can't do it. The fatigue that I spent, it's not letting me put it in there.
You've got to do it on the combat tab of your character sheet. You can't do it to the combat tracker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, honestly, that never occurred to me to try that.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Also, I shouldn't be down 1 point.
So you, Bosco, you do have a shot at pirate number 1.
so pirate
He does?
number 1.
Yes, because
Is
pirate
visible?
number 1 stood up, so he has partial cover, so -2 cover. But his head and shoulders are sort of up above the whatever this is vehicle.
Okay, so I see him when he pops up, shoots at Daryl. I'm taking the shot.
Go for it.
So it's range, and then what? -2 for cover.
Yep.
Is that it then? Okay. Oh, come on, man. I wish these had like higher rates of fire.
You've got luck, don't you? When did
Oh,
you use
wait.
it last?
Oh, and also, actually that's a hit because I forgot to add the laser +1.
There you go.
Yeah.
Squeeze that one more out.
He tried
Plus,
to dodge.
don't you have luck though? When did
I
you use
used
it?
it
He did use it.
When?
probably like 20 minutes ago
Oh, okay. Never mind.
when I hit the pirate leader.
When
Gotcha,
we,
gotcha.
as a standard operating procedure, when we use luck, we type in chat the time that you used it.
Okay.
That way,
That way we can remember to answer that question. It's like, when did you use it? I don't know.
Well, okay, yeah. I just knew that we had like less than an hour of playing time
Yeah,
left,
yeah.
so I
Cool.
used it.
Well, I luck has luck, but his is all defensive and combat only.
Nim.
All right, well, Nim rounded the corner there to see the guy that he was going to target, see his head fly off. So
and you're
that's
gonna hear
obviously
the
out.
tango down across our comms.
So I guess he's just going to move around to this side of the cover over here and see what he can see, which honestly isn't much, actually.
All right, so that's your turn.
Well, he can see him. I don't know how I'm feeling about his chances.
You gonna take a shot?
Down, stand.
Huh? No.
All right.
No, I'm not even going to bother trying that.
Luck.
Yep, I am establishing my stuffs. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to be any threat to anyone. So he's going to wheel around and stand. Okay, so standing is change posture. So that's all I can do.
As long as you don't
because I
move.
You were crouched, though, weren't you?
Yeah, I was crouching.
Yeah,
But-
crouch. You don't have to stand from that. Or,
You can
Okay,
do
you
a
don't
step
have-
and attack. You can do a step and
Okay,
attack anyway,
cool.
as long
That's
as
not
you're.
a change posture.
I got one potential hit on Pirate 1.
You got that one hit. Do your damage.
Okay, that's going to be center mass because he didn't take time to do any aiming, and that is going to be 18 points. Armor divisor 5 if it matters. I don't know if they're wearing any armor.
They're not. You want to roll d6, see if it hits the vitals.
How about instead I do it this way? Yep, nope. Still, that ain't going to feel great.
He's hurting. shakes off a major wound, leaving Daryl to shoot in.
I will
In the
step in
face.
fire.
His dodge is at half movement dodge. He's hurting. Do your stuff.
Ooh, you're only at -2. Sweet. Ooh, solid thump.
Bang,
Five-
do damage.
5-4. Remember, GM decided it was triple or
Double
double
knock.
knockback.
Double knockback.
Oh, 'cause of course.
Burn and impaling. Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh, so that's doubled.
That's not unusual.
No, it's just no blaster weapon.
It-
So roll on the chest to see if he hit the vitals.
What's normal laser is tight beam? Is that what it is?
Yeah, burning. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one's not tight beam; it's impaling.
Oh, so in that case, well, that's
No, that's not a hit location. I assume you shot for center mass,
Yes, I did.
so you just want to roll a single d6.
Yeah. That's you rolled a 6 again.
All right, that's still 3 death rolls, and he will die 3 times.
He died a lot.
so he goes spinning. Nice. So it occurs. To
He
me
will get knocked back and go sliding across the floor.
it occurs to me what we could do is we could exfiltrate using their ship, in which case the Corsairs are going to be blamed for
Mhm.
potentially abducting her. And what's her name? The our regular pilot chick. She can remain on station and
Mhm.
not violate any issues while we blow out the thing with in their ship.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the plan.
Do that.
So yeah, I think unless anybody countermands that, we'll as we're rushing there, it's like we'll signal her, say change of plan. You remain on station, pretend you're innocent. We are going to be leaving in a pirate ship, and we're going to draw all the fire.
Okay.
And she gets to keep her cover, like she doesn't.
Give me a leadership role. She's hesitant to wanting to stick around just in case shit happens. But
I mean, hey, if she wants to bail and potentially cause any issues on hers, yeah, she's willing, she's perfectly able to do that. But it's like that's what he's going to recommend.
We also need to inform the Corvette.
Yep.
all right, so she doesn't want to stick around. She's happy to be the ship that matches the description of the freighter that blasted off Starhaven.
Well,
She's happy to be
right
that
there,
one.
it's like if 2 ships do that, 2 ships like bust off, it might cause a chain reaction where a whole bunch of other ships go, you know what? Screw this. I'm not going to stay around and get blown up. I'm going to leave too.
There's
And
a
that'll just add even more chaos.
I'm going to do this. Okay. The universe tends to agree. Okay, so you're going to leave this area. The pirates that were left or weren't dead are not going to fight anymore because they want to reevaluate their life choices.
Yeah, and they're probably all, really badly injured.
So you're going to take their ship?
Yep. Because, we figure we owe Daryl a ship. He was like, yeah, I need a ship. And we're like, yeah, well, you need a ship.
All right, so when you get into the hangar, you can see outside the port area. There appears to be some sort of commotion going on, and
Pew, pew, pew.
you will take their ship.
May keep it, may not. Depends. Maybe we like the internals. Maybe we don't.
So you'll board their ship. Give me a pilot roll from Daryl.
High performance.
Oh, yeah. I think most
Yes.
of them are, in Star Wars are considered high performance, unless they're capital ships. You tried to fail, but you failed to fail.
All right, so unsurprisingly, this ship is already prepped for dust off.
What?
It's almost
Man.
like they were preparing to leave themselves.
I certainly hope we don't find any ill-gotten loot that the pirates have in their hold.
Interesting.
Thanks for helping us get underway.
Yeah, I heard that, GM. Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, so you will lift off in the hangar, spin the ship around, and start to head out at the same time that your co-ship, the Nunya, does the same. Once you exit the port or the hangar, you will see that there is a space battle going on. However, right at this moment, this thing looms into view or suddenly appears out of light speed.
Nope. Heading the other direction. CR90 needs to get the hell out of Dodge.
It's the ISD. Nope.
Well, at some point the Empire just stops coming up with cool names, and it's just going to be like, I am the Imperial Star Destroyer ass kicker, puppy kicker.
All right, so the blockade runner, soon as that thing appears, you can see that the blockade runner is leaving. There are TIE fighters in the air, and the Star Destroyer will also launch a wave of TIE fighters. Now, it's up to you guys. We are sort of past time now. We can just hurry up and make the escape. We can leave it till next week. But we're like right at the end. So the only thing that I'd planned is a quick chase. You have to survive 3 turns. It's going to be abstracted. So you get to shoot. If you successfully roll your attack roll, you would blow up a TIE fighter. However, they will get to shoot you. And I was just going to make it, you've got, you can get hit without worrying about damage. You can get hit 3 times and your shields are gone. Then you get hit 4 more times and your ship is making health rolls to blow up.
I think FX was short on time.
Yeah, I
Or
also,
we can just leave it here
Yeah,
that you
let's
guys
just leave it here.
disappear.
The Star Destroyer drop in it. Oh, okay, you want to do it that way, yeah. Where
So,
we, like,
or we
go
can
right
play
out.
it out next week, but it'll only be a sort of partial session.
Start right into the
Would
action.
sort of make sense if the pirates have already got a pre-calculated light speed jump, in there. So it's like, once we get clear, we just go bye-bye, and then after that, we go to wherever the rendezvous point is.
So it's up to you. So we can play it out next week, so you can get to shoot some TIE fighters, and then we can play that out, and then just go straight into episode 2, or we can
Cool either way.
leave it here. How do people want to handle it?
Wrap it.
So wrap episode 1 entirely.
Yeah,
Take
we'll
the
have
jump
other
and-
chances.
All right. So let me put it to a vote. Oh, I wonder, can you have multiple votes?
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
Choose your poison. So we have 1 for play next week, 2 for wrap.
I'm trying to click on wrap.
Oh,
I have my cursor over wrap entirely and it clicks on play next week, so I'm not sure why.
Does it?
Oh, yeah, it does that to me too.
All right. So
oh.
we'll say X. All right. So you got 3 people that wrap entirely.
Yeah.
All right.
And I was
Apparently, you
honestly,
can't have multiple
I
votes
was
at the same time.
honestly don't care. Either way is fine with me. So
All right. So
remain
we
and abstain.
let's make it 1 roll. Make a hyperspace roll for piloting, or your piloting, or your pilot. So Drill, you make a hyperspace. Luck, you can make a gunner roll. And I guess
Boom.
You want me to do navigation to see where they're going, where they have plotted?
Sure. Actually, no, that's... Yeah, we'll do that. I know Daryl's already done the roll.
Oh, he did. Oh, sorry.
So
He did the piloting.
You need the mechanic from Tina.
we'll just assume that she's... I don't want to bring up her sheet. So,
Mechanic is for fixing it.
no, mechanic hyperdrive to see if there's a problem. So you will vacate the area. You've already got their coordinates. So you're going to hyperspace to pirate home base.
Well, if they're effective pirates, they're going to have it's probably just going to be not a random jump, but you're going to jump to this place, and then from there
Like
you're
a
going to jump
waypoint.
to another place, and then from there, a bunch of random jumps to make sure you're not being pursued.
So you will use their coordinates in any case.
Yeah, just the first one, and then we can proceed from there.
Your co-ship will disappear. You will see that there are some other ships taking this opportunity in the chaos to vacate because they don't want to be around for the aftermath of all this. Your Corvette, I was going to roll anything but a very bad. So they will be able to vacate with some damage. So they light speed out, and you will light speed out, leaving behind the station. And that is where we wrap episode 1.
Excellent.
All right, so everyone will get 2 points.
Huzzah!
Yes, Star Destroyers are a very cool design. I don't know if I'm influenced by it from childhood nostalgia, but I think they look very cool.
They're really ridiculous, but they still pull it off somehow.
Any questions?
Not at this.
Good here. Good here.
No, not at this time.
I'm gonna be searching their ship for any valuable items.
Also, once we're in hyperspace, we can explain the situation to what's her name?
Catalana?
Yes.
All right. She will be totally cool with that. In terms of loot, we can handle that offline. And what you want to do with the ship, we can handle offline as well.
Yep. Cool.
So, if you are watching this and you have any questions, corrections, suggestions, or general hecklings, feel free to leave a comment here or find us on Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels. Thank you for watching. I'll link this out.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Aloha.